just said, right? It's about turning us on each other. We've all experienced this in our personal lives, our Twitter lives, and whatnot. You know, when people say you should really be thankful to Jimmy for giving me the opportunity to do this, I'm like, yeah, he's the number 2 person I got to thank most.
Hey, Roxy.
He's approaching the right. I'm trying to be Cenk Uygur. But what does that mean?
Happy Friday.
Attracting people.
Is it Friday yet?
Right.
Well, I hear you, but they say, well, who's the number 1 person you want to thank most? And I say,
Piece of shit, Trudeau.
Because Rachel Maddow, Chris Hayes, all the...
Happy Friday. You know, this guy really incites a lot of anger. And a lot of people see him and they get triggered. And I don't know, man. I just keep telling people that, yeah, sure, you can be pissed off at this guy all you want. You can wave the fuck Trudeau flags all you want. But I think people forget that this guy is a narcissist. And essentially the platform or the system that he presides under, the representative democracy, allows him to be what he is. It gives him the opportunity to be an absolute narcissist. And unfortunately, Pierre's not going to help. Jagmeet Singh's not going to help, because they're all one bird, 2 different wings. Hey, Dino. People keep saying, yeah, but we got to vote Paul. You know, we got to vote Pierre Poilievre in. But Pierre Poilievre has, there's so many. How can I say it? There's so many flaws with the guy. First of all, hi Avery. The guy's a career politician. I don't want someone that's I don't want someone that's less evil. I mean, those are just stupid ideas. I mean, really. Oh, well, you know, he's going to fuck this country, but he's not going to fuck it up as much as Trudeau is. Meanwhile, we said this about Harper. Remember that? Remember Stephen Harper? We said that about Stephen Harper. And then pretty much Stephen Harper sold us out to China. So when people say that, Harper's going to be not as bad. No, they're going to be bad. They're going to be absolutely fucking terrible, terrifying. And what I'm saying is that this whole system is just absolutely, it's done. I mean, you can stick a fork in it. You can't vote your way out of this. Now, remember something that he's apologizing now for letting a ex-Nazi or Yahtzee soldier into Parliament, which at first when I seen it, I was like really shocked, and I thought perhaps maybe they didn't know, but then people were saying no, but it's impossible because everything has to go through the RCMP. Like, everything has to go through the RCMP. The RCMP vets every single person that goes into Parliament. And then essentially, they let the government know what that person or people are all about. So I just find it a little suspicious, though, that they let the guy in, and either 2 things happened. It's either the RCMP let it happen, or the government let it happen. You know, Jessica, I'm not surprised. Honestly, I am not fucking surprised whatsoever, man. Listen, they arrested Julian Assange. They arrested Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning. All these people spilled the fucking beans, and guess what? They all got punished for it. One guy had to flee his own country to go to Russia so that he can escape prosecution. For what reason? Because he was trying to let people know that there was some major concerns with their technology. You know, he's talking about the NSA. He was exposing that, and you need people like that. But here in North America, you punish people like that. Hello, Harley. Sure, yeah, Freeland is, I mean, listen, as far as I'm concerned, every single person in Parliament, whether they're Conservatives, whether they're Liberals or NDP, are responsible for what happened that day. Every single one of them. Jerry, they get away with it all the time. All the time, Jerry. Constantly. Listen, all the leftists, I still remember the leftists condemned the convoy people because of one provocateur who dressed up as a Nazi. He dressed up as a Yahtzee, sorry. He dressed up as a Yahtzee, and it turns out that the guy was a liberal supporter. Okay? But ever since then, the liberals have always branded the convoy people as Yahtzees, as hateful, bigoted, misogynist. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Antifa, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's Antifa. Oh, by the way, Antifa, they should be ashamed of themselves. There was a fucking guy, a grown man, who was part of Antifa. He punched out a 16-year-old. He got arrested, which is shocking, because it seems like our government protects those people. But he did get arrested. And he was hanging his head in shame. Jesus, I mean, is that what you do? Is this what your fucking movement's about? You go, you punch out minors? Oh, wow. I'm just saying, guys, that the time is now. Things are getting a little bit tough out there. I mean, I hear that apparently the states, the American government is, they're at their debt ceiling. They're at their debt ceiling again. And now they're going to shut down government, and they're going to furlough or let a whole bunch of government workers go until they can agree to raise the debt ceiling again. Well, Chris, I don't know. That's a great question. But the thing is that even though we don't agree with it, we've got no control over it. We got zero fucking power. I'm not sure, Avery. I don't think so. I think this was a separate incident. It was not Ottawa. I think it was at Queen's Park, I believe. Antifa are cowards. Why do you think they were... Well, I agree. No, exactly. If you wear masks, cover yourself up, then yeah. Oh, by the way, I think America's got a bit of a poverty issue. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but cities like Chicago, cities like New York, LA, I mean, there's just, San Francisco. It's just like an absolute shit show. Oh, Philadelphia, they're robbing, they're looting. I mean, the entire country is just falling apart. Oh, now, while that is happening, the American government and the mainstream news totally ignore the fact that their country's falling apart, and they basically continue to donate more and more money to Ukraine. Isn't that amazing? Well, don't get me on the masks in the hospitals. Yep, exactly, Harley. Banks are starting to lay off people. Let them. Yeah, isn't that fun? Yeah, this is why I despise fucking banks. Banks are multi-billionaire corporations. They make fucking money at every turn. They never lose money, and on top of the fact, now they're letting people go. I mean, talk about scumbags. But yes, that is definitely a sign that worse things are going to come. Michelle works at a university. Okay, Michelle? What's the matter with these people? Why can't you see what's going on? Jerry, I've been doing it for fucking years, buddy. And you know what? Some people just don't understand. Listen, look, if you guys, I'm sure that a lot of you guys know who Matt is. Matt's great. Matt talks about removing the crown and implementing a direct democracy. Matt has some amazing, he has some absolute amazing conversations. And you know what? Well, on average, he's bringing in about 100 people, over 100 people. Exactly. Yeah, 38 level 4 bioweapon. Yeah, man. Yeah, the legitimacy matters. Right. Well, Charlie, here's this, Charlie. Or is that Butters? I can't fucking tell anymore. Okay, here's the thing, Charlie. How about we don't spend any... well, actually, let's get the money back from Ukraine that we spent, the $8 billion. And we can use that money to remove the crown. There you go. In fact, there's so much we could do with the $8 billion that we gave Ukraine. If possible, it's great, but you have to work within the current system. I'm at work. I was the last and only one who never got the shot. Almost lost my job, so many regret it. I know. How do you get direct democracy? Well, I'll tell you this much, Ice King. The voice has got to get louder. Right now, the voice is, it's low. It's picking up steam, but the voice has got to get louder. It's got to get louder and louder. And how do we do that? Well, more and more people have to talk about direct democracy, self-governance, removing the crown. I mean, these are the ideas that people have to talk about. Why? Again, because it gives people the power. Politicians will rendered to be obsolete. No, Charlie, we're not. Charlie, have you not seen the fucking 10 cities, Charlie? Like, Charlie, are you that selfish? Are you that selfish that you want to... And it's actually criminal. Did you not see the SS officer at Parliament Hill? Is this what you want your tax-paying dollars to go towards? Really? Okay. Well, if you get elected and gain enough support in the House to return the currency... Wow, no. No, sorry, guys. It's not going to take one person to do this. Can we prevent World War III with it? Well, here's the thing. Can we prevent it? We could stop ourselves from going to war. If people were to get together and say enough's enough. I mean, we could do that. Hello, Peaches. Yeah, Charlie or Butters, whatever the fuck your name is. Listen, dude, last time I checked, those 10 cities are in Canada. Okay? They're in Canada. All right? So fuck off with your jurisdictions, please. Like, seriously. Fuck off with that shit. Yeah, you don't know economics. Yeah. Coming from a guy that wants to donate $8 billion, okay, to a bunch of Nazis, and you want to talk to me about economics? Okay. No, Charlie, it's not that I don't understand, or Butters. It's not that I don't understand. It doesn't work. What's there to fucking understand? 3 levels of government, it don't work. What's the point of learning? What's the point of fucking learning if they don't work? No, we don't need to make Canada great again. Chief of whatever. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. No, Charlie is Butters. Charlie's is Butters.
Hi.
Hey, Roxy. I don't know civics. Dude, what's that even mean? What civics? There's no civic.
What about
It's
your fellow
turning-
man? What about caring about them?
Exactly. It's turning into an absolute shit show. Jesus Christ. Honestly.
Why would I dream of death, NASA? What the hell are you talking about?
I think NASA's a little delusional.
Or drunk?
Or probably both. Oh, and he's also blocked, too. He's also blocked.
Okay.
Christ of Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to say that. I know I got a lot of followers of Jesus, and when I say that, I don't mean that in vain or it's happened. Cocaine Trudeau, that's right. Yeah, but Stormbringer, apparently, Mr. Butters or whatever the hell his name is, he's got a lot of faith in Trudeau, even though he, allegedly there was cocaine on his plane. Yes, Jesus Christ on a motorbike.
Hey, Necktie.
Hi, Harley.
Hi, Hurley.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Heidi. Hold on. Give me a sec here. Wow. How the fuck did I do that now?
You do.
What the hell happened there?
Leave it to you.
Oh. Hold on. Okay.
You broke it.
Yeah, leave it up to me to fucking break this shit. Oh, I can't because I want to change the grid. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can change the grid. Hold on a second here.
Would you stop shuffling me around?
Are you getting dizzy, Roxy?
It's like I'm his little toy.
I can't concentrate. All right, here we go. I want everybody to see this. That's why.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, I want everybody to be triggered. I want to trigger you guys. Hi, Avery.
Really apologize.
Hi, Alice.
I got a lot of built-up frustration. You sure you want to trigger me today?
Uh-oh.
Oh Jesus, do I gotta calm till he is down?
Well, I don't really want to trigger you, Harley, per se.
Hey, Alice, guess what I'm doing right now?
Are you in a car?
Yes, and I'm picking up some pizza, and it has guess what on it?
Oh God.
All right.
Here we go again.
Now we're talking. You see? Her IQ just went up.
98.
What is it, 98? Yeah, that's what I thought. It was 98.
Oh, it went up again.
Let's go higher than that.
Jeez, you're like
200.
inflation, Alice.
Sorry?
You're like inflation. You just keep going up.
No, but we're talking about IQ points now.
Are you calling me stupid?
Huh? No, I said that, what's her face? Avery's IQ went up.
Yeah, but I don't like pineapple, so that must make me stupid.
But you know what I
I didn't
really
wanna say it.
don't understand about all this, Alice? Is this
Yeah.
guy was also on Parliament Hill and recognized in 2007, apparently.
Really?
Are you talking about the
Yeah,
Yahtzee?
the Yahtzee.
I'm not surprised.
I just found a whole story about that, and it was like, really? In 2007, and nobody knew.
Wow.
How'd that get by?
So they've been stupid for a long time.
Yeah, but in 2007, wasn't it?
Was Harper
yeah, it was Harper.
and I believe it was the same year that they had the election. That's when Justin Trudeau won. I think it was in 2007. Yes, I would definitely say that they are stupid. Well, they think we're stupid, and some are. Some of these people are fucking stupid. I'm sorry, I have to say it.
They probably don't like pineapple.
No, no, because if they did, they'd be a hell of a lot smarter.
Yeah, I guess Trudeau never eats pineapple.
No, he just sits on them.
No, what we should ask Trudeau what he does with his plastic bottles. Holy fuck!
You mean the
they're-
juice thingies?
They're juice paper box water bottle thingies.
Yeah. So what do you do to recycle around the house, Mr. Prime Minister?
How do you put a babbling idiot in power?
Yeah. Like it was like a deer in fucking headlights. It was like a car crash in slow motion.
Biden
It
can't
was
make a
fucking brutal.
sentence. Biden can't make a sentence. He can't make a sentence. Like our
Well,
Biden
fucking
doesn't know when he's
you know,
coming or where he's
the
going.
leaders of the countries are illiterate.
Trudeau wouldn't know what they're doing in his own house because he's got staff for all of that.
Yeah, but if you had half a fucking brain, you would have said, "Well,
Oh, I agree,
recycle-
100%.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I recycle my bottles. I recycle anything that's recyclable. I put in the fucking blue bin and end the fucking story. It wasn't that difficult of a fucking question to answer.
I blame
and-
it on his hair products.
I'm not getting mad at you, Harley. I'm just saying I'm getting mad
Oh,
at
no,
that
no,
fucking-
it's cool. Let's go.
No,
He
and the
puts-
worst thing is he goes to the freaking boxes, the water boxes, which are not recyclable.
But they're paper thingies.
Oh no, they have those water boxes are like juice boxes, and those chicken broth and all that boxes. They have that tinfoil layer inside, and those are
Yeah.
non-recyclable.
Oh yeah, they're plastic
that's right.
covered. He's probably thinking of the kids' juice boxes.
No, the water bottle boxes he was talking about.
I know, I'm
that
just being a
real
sarcastic little fucker.
Cardboard. Oh, really?
Come on, Nick,
Okay, I
get
had a
with it.
French moment, and you got me.
Oh my God,
It's
Roxy,
nothing
were you toying with this guy?
I'm telling you, you think you know me by now.
Nikki, Nikki, is that really you? No, seriously, is that you, Nikki?
Nikki's funny farm?
Are you sure, Nikki?
That's Nikki. What did you do, girl? Get banned again?
Well, wait a minute. Didn't I see
Hey,
her?
Michelle.
I'm confused now. I know it doesn't take much, but
You said
I'm
it.
not saying anything.
Hey, next time, just put some more pineapple on your pizza.
yeah. I had pizza for supper too, and I forgot the damn pineapples.
Oh shit!
Ha 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 ha.
Well, no, it was chicken barbecue chicken pizza.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, that's good. No, you Roxy, like seriously,
No,
what the hell's wrong with you?
no. I think there's more Italian in me than you.
Barbecue chicken on pizza?
Have you been
Oh
told
my-
today, Alice?
Come on, and I'm even using the hand gestures now. Come on.
Oh, sorry, Nikki, you got kicked out for calling Yahtzees?
Oh,
Wow. Oh, okay.
You
Shit, then I better be careful then because I'm gonna get kicked out.
oh my God! You've been dropping them left, right, and center.
I've been dropping the Y word and the N word. What did Trump do? Trudeau's fuck Trump and fuck Trudeau for fuck's sakes, okay? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, change the subject. My intelligence goes down every time his name is mentioned.
No, that's not what I want to do. How do you share somebody's profile? Oh, no, I'm talking again. Yeah, I'm talking out loud. Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, Nikki, I followed you. I got you.
I got you too, girl.
Okay, Necktie's gone for coffee break. So is Avery.
They're gone for pizza.
No, I
No
was
problem.
trying to share Nikki's thing post so everybody would know to join her, but it won't let me.
I love Nikki's post. She cracks me up.
Yeah, she's funny. I
And
used to
damn
be proud.
smart
I can't go
too.
see her videos anymore.
What'd you say?
Does that mean I can't go see her old videos anymore?
I don't know.
Nikki, did your other account get nuked? Oh, that's why she can't come on because she's got I don't know 426 followers.
Okay.
Well, we have to get her
Oh, yeah, I got
followers up. She only needs a little bit more, and she can.
Okay, everybody in here, go follow Nikki.
Yes, follow Nikki, and also, can you guys follow my second account, please?
No,
Come on, Alice Jamgarden _2.
no, fuck you.
Oh,
You're lucky.
guys,
You're lucky. I follow this one.
guys, she really likes me. She's just saying that.
You
We got
got
enough
this.
of you on one. Why do we have to do two?
Yeah. you, you know, my other account is totally shadow banned. My last
How
two
many-
videos have no viewers at all.
Well, how many people do you got?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how TikTok works, anyways.
They're assholes.
Big time. Big time.
Sorry, guys, washing my hands. I forgot to mute the mic.
We'll forgive you this time.
Just this time.
Wow, Roxy's sassy tonight. Sassy.
I got my sassy drawers on.
I thought it was
Anybody-
the foil ones.
What'd you say? Oh, I heard you.
She's keeping her female bits from an EMP attack.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Nobody
nuked.
does, nobody does any homework anymore. Incompetence is running the show. Right. Well, they've been running the show for fucking years. I don't know, decades, centuries.
No, I'm
Exactly what
freaking
they're
out.
taught in school. Don't question the narrative.
You guys,
You guys
are
all from Canada? Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
I guess
You
you
guys
could-
know Canada?
I don't know if I want to admit it, but yeah.
Hey, what'd you say?
Eh?
What?
You
Eh?
say, eh? Yeah, eh? We're from Canada, eh?
You say, Roxy? Yeah.
Yes, me son.
Where are you too?
Where's she been, boy?
Yeah.
I'm in Ontario.
I was talking to my Nova Scotian buddies this morning. Where you to? What you do? Oh my God, people speak English.
Excuse me, we do speak English.
Hey, listen, Ontario is a great province, okay? Just because Doug Ford's in charge, please don't judge us on him.
And just because they can't pronounce words properly, don't judge them.
Yeah, some of us are from the East Coast.
I meant the Ontario ones.
And in case there's someone that you know,
Don't
that does-
classify me as Ontario because Ontario stuff like mid Ontario. I'm northern.
that's right.
Okay, Southern
and I
Ontario.
think too, please don't judge anybody that doesn't have pineapple on their pizza.
I'm a Quebec immigrant.
Hey, Alice. So I'm
Yes.
back in the car with a nice smelling pizza.
Yes,
And,
I can smell it from here.
I may have
Yeah.
to block you. You keep it up, though.
And then now I'm going to drive home and enjoy it.
Oh,
With
sorry.
that stinky
Avery, did
pizza.
she say she was going to block you?
Yeah.
You know, that is so rude.
I would never do that.
No.
Guess what?
We're
She
starting
can't
with
block you.
food tonight.
Guess
I'm
what,
going-
Avery? She can't block you now. You're a moderator.
I'm going. You arsehole. Avery, I'm going to send you a nice big pepperoni pizza.
Well, I got
Well,
pepperoni
you
on
might as
it
well get the
too.
food stuff out of the way, guys.
Pepperoni,
Okay.
pineapple, and mushrooms
Nice.
with jalapeno cheddar sauce to
Oh.
dip in.
Ooh.
So we're getting the food thing out of the way first instead of at the end.
Oh, okay, sorry. So Justin Trudeau. Okay, sorry. My bad then. I thought he got elected in 2007. Not that it really fucking matters, but maybe he didn't then.
It just seems like he's been there forever.
Right?
He's been there too damn long.
You're calculating the number of time for a normal person to fuck up a country. That's why.
I think he's trying to. I think he really is deliberately trying to screw this country up.
Yep, I agree.
So he became
I
the
think
leader.
he's doing it for. Sorry.
He's getting even for his father.
No,
yeah.
I think he's just following the WEF agenda. He's their puppet.
I don't know if
He's
he's
their poster
smart
boy.
enough to be their puppet.
Well, they're
No, but you don't
signing
have
the WDEF and the UN are signing some kind of big deal today.
Really?
Yeah,
So they'll be
'Cause they
more
work together.
organized together.
been saying that for a long time.
Yeah, but now it's going to be on paper.
Did
Yeah.
you say the UN and WEF?
Yep.
Okay. That's not good for any of us.
Oh, that's not good for mankind.
He needs martial law to bring in blue helmets.
And like I said, he's either going for martial law or he's going for war. One or the other. He stays in power.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the question though: if he declares martial law, does that mean that the Chinese have to go?
No, it'll be more back shoveling shit behind closed doors, and we won't have a clue what's going on.
Right, but our war is against Russia and that alliance, which happens to be China.
No,
But
no.
he already did.
Our
mention
war
that
is
China
not.
didn't go anywhere.
Okay, hang on. Our war is not against Russia. The government's war is against Russia. The people don't want it.
Yeah, no. Okay, so here's the thing. I agree. It's not my war. I don't think it's anybody's in the chat box's war. We don't want fucking war. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if he does declare martial law, I don't know if China would be in the country or if they would have to kick China out. Anyways.
Well, we wouldn't get our uranium from Russia anymore because that's the only thing we still receive.
But don't we have it here though?
Not enough to supply what we need.
Oh, okay.
Didn't they stop selling Russian vodka?
We still buy certain products like uranium and things like that from Russia. Not everything is blocked off.
No, because that would be suicide. Martin, can you give me a number on that, please? Give me a percentage. Because I have to challenge you on that.
Canadian majority support Ukraine. Martin, I don't agree with you. I'm sorry.
Martin, here's another question. Do you support Yahtzees? Northern Quebec and the Indigenous people will never allow the government to mine on the rest. Well, good. I hope they don't. It's their
I
land.
just hope they don't.
Well, no, Martin. What you're saying is when you give money to Ukraine, you're basically supporting Yahtzees. You actually are supporting Yahtzees, and it was proved in Parliament.
Well, he keeps proving all the time that he's a dictator.
Yeah. If Canada's at war with Russia, why Canada don't say it to the Russia? I'm not saying that we are. I'm not saying that we are at war. I don't want war with anybody.
Just look at any freaking documentary on the Ukraine before 2016.
Martin, explain to me why we believe nonsense. Give me proof that what we're saying is nonsense, please.
Sorry, Matt. What words should I look up before I use them? Yahtzees? By the way, Matt, we have one in Parliament. Can you believe that? And our government's allowed it. And the other two political parties allowed it too. What a world we live in, where we justify that. Interesting,
I'm still waiting to see what word did anybody use.
Yeah.
That needs to be looked up.
The best corn... Robbie Bobby says the best corn movies come out of Ukraine.
Oh my God, Bobby. Robbie, whatever the fuck your name is.
Robbie Bobby. Heard today thousands of Ukrainians are surrendering. Yes, I heard that, Happier. I did hear that. And you know that was a mistake. Sorry, what was a mistake? Justin Trudeau? Or this whole fucking system? Or both?
So here's the thing. Trudeau
They put him in
stated.
intentionally. It wasn't a mistake.
Well,
Trudeau
okay, Martin. Sorry,
Hold on.
Martin. Holy
Go
fuck.
ahead.
No, sorry. Martin, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? YouTube
What's
is a
he
reliable
talking?
source. Okay, what are you talking about now? I mean, you're okay with the Yahtzee coming into Parliament Hill. After the fucking Yahtzee showed up at Parliament Hill, you're willing to give more fucking money to Ukraine. What does that make you? Go ahead, Roxy. Sorry.
He also says Telegram is not a reliable source.
What's this got to do with Telegram?
Tell us something we don't already know.
Doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Why don't you
What-
tell us your sources, Martin, so we can start following them?
Yeah, like I don't understand what this guy's saying about Telegram. What the fuck does that got to do with anything?
He's trying to say that we don't know what we're talking about because our sources are all.
Oh, no, I
No,
get
so
that.
prove us
but-
wrong. Prove us wrong.
That's what I
I
said.
know. Come up with a better argument. Dude, your government let in a fucking Yahtzee. I mean, what part do you not understand? See, you guys are so honestly. You guys are in such fucking denial. You guys are egomaniacs. You guys will never admit that you guys fucked up ever.
While giving Zelensky millions of our hard-earned dollars that he's just going to steal.
And give to his wife.
Yeah, to go
Oh.
shopping.
Was 180,000? Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't listen anyways. But what exactly do you want me to listen about? But what, like, you're saying that the majority of Canadians support Ukraine. I asked you to give me a percentage because you know what? I want to challenge you on that.
I
And then
like
I
to know
told
his
you-
sources.
Oh yeah, exactly. What's the sources? CBC. And then I told you about the Yahtzee incident, and you know what? You totally ignored that. So that basically, yeah, well, it means that you support that.
So
And
do
then- and
Ukraine.
I also said that
Because
you're donating money to Ukraine, and that basically means that you support the fucking Yahtzees. Sorry, guys, go ahead.
so you're a Democrat, so you support everything they do. Do you not realize that it's a big farce? That whole war is a big farce.
Zelensky has suspended voting in his country, so he's going to remain prime minister or president for good. He has banned his own opposition party.
Sorry,
He
well,
has
man,
arrested-
mute your mic. Sorry, buddy. Mute your mic. Hold on.
Hang on.
I got you, buddy. I got you. Go ahead.
Trudeau says he's fighting for their democracy. What democracy is there in doing all that? Explain that to me. Like, that's a crock of shit. There's nothing democratic about the Ukraine whatsoever.
Trudeau won't be happy until there is a war on Canadian soil.
Maybe that's what he wants.
I think so.
And Zelensky also.
Hey.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hey, Happy. Great to see you here again.
Happy, why don't you explain it to me then? Do you have your dictionary handy?
I don't think the government knows what democracy is either.
They don't have a fucking clue, but they always utter that word for some
No.
reason.
Mm.
Somebody asked me about the dispute between India. Yeah, it's terrible. Don't forget that India's got what, 1.5 billion fucking people, and their army and the weapons that they got just absolutely destroy ours. India press release says that Trudeau was loud on snow. Yeah, I heard. Hey, Happy, did you hear about the cocaine on the plane? Wow. The man likes the snow, eh? Would you vote for him again? Because if you did, I'd say a lot about you.
Scared of what? What's he going on with?
What are we scared about?
I never said that we're going to go to war with India. Holy fuck, Martin. Are you that dumb? I never said that. Someone asked me a question. I answered. I said, no, I don't want to mess with fucking India. I don't want to mess with anybody. Holy fuck, man. These fucking people.
Alice, can I read you the definition of democracy?
Go for it.
It comes from the Greek word demos, meaning people,
Yes.
power of the people.
Yes.
So basically, democracy is thought of as power of the people, a way of governing which depends on the will of the people.
Hey, Happy, did you hear that? The will of the people.
See, I have
Not
a
these
dictionary
political
too,
parties.
Happy.
Hamster. Listen, you guys are in such fucking denial. Honestly, you guys are backpedaling to the fact that your boy over here led in a fucking Yahtzee. Yeah. Oh, and another thing too, Happy, is that they found so much fucking cocaine on that fucking plane.
So first they say we don't know what it means, so I give them a definition, and now, oh good, I know how to use Google. Guess what? I can use my middle finger too, but you can't see it.
Oh, by the way, she didn't use Google. She used Brave.
Yeah,
Google's too
exactly.
liberalish. It's too liberalish. India propaganda. Okay. India propaganda. Oh my God. You guys are fucking hopeless.
You're a sweet God.
He clearly didn't know what that he was snorting cocaine.
How many more countries are we going to hate by the end of the month? India, Russia. Who's next? Do we like China or hate them? I can't remember.
Remember, Poland wanted that Yahtzee to be extradited. So I don't know what ever happened to that.
I'm a little worried with that one because I don't think Poland would mess around.
Nope.
They've been through too much.
Yeah, sorry. Whatever your name is, hamster brain. Yeah, I don't. I'm not conservative or liberal or NDP. Sorry to burst your bubble, buddy.
Who said we were conservative?
Oh, the hamster guy. Hamster brain.
Go play in your hamster, buddy.
Yes, you guys are not only hopeless, Happy, but you guys are useless. You're like what's his face said. What's that fucker that multi-billionaire there who said that people are useless eaters? I think he meant to say that liberals are useless eaters.
Happy, you have it wrong. Our
Happy?
Prime Minister is invested in our failure. No one else.
Oh, Henry
I'm
Kissinger.
sorry.
Henry
I'm
Kissinger.
sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, your village called. They want their idiot back.
I'm trying to stay calm tonight, Happy. You're not helping me.
Trudeau will be the snort, as in snort the cocaine. He doesn't want to talk about that, though. He doesn't want to talk about the Yahtzee in
No,
Parliament
he doesn't.
that this government allowed, and he doesn't want to talk about cocaine on the plane. See, Happy, that's why people despise you, because you're a liar, and you're in denial.
Happy, do you see any problems in Canada at all? I'm just curious.
Oh, really? The second best country in the world? Holy fuck, yeah. Why don't you ask those homeless people there, buddy? Ask those homeless people. Oh, what are you going to say? That's not our jurisdiction?
Okay, he said absolutely. Tell me one. Tell me a problem you see in Canada.
Hello. Yeah, we got a fuck Trudeau guy here, so that'd be perfect. Maybe he can argue with Butters. We're talking homeless families. Yes, a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Oh, not the homeless people, though, right, Happy? Fuck the homeless people, right? Well, like, what kind of fucking liberal are you, anyways? What kind of liberal are you? I thought you
Okay.
guys were concerned about the homeless.
He's a trolling liberal.
Oh God.
Okay, you got that right, Happy. Healthcare is a problem. Tell me another one.
So this guy here says, ask Stephen Harper. No, a hamster. Stephen Harper's scum.
And he's
Okay.
not in power anymore, so forget him.
Yeah. Okay, hamster. Well, good for you. Obviously, it's not enough, hamster.
That's not true, Happy. We always cared about the homeless. Not just recently.
But there's a heck of a lot more now than there was then.
But I mean, how do we help the homeless? I mean, do we implement policies like solid rock policies so that they're not homeless?
We're going to send them to Happy's house.
You can't say
Yeah, Happy, do you
BSL
want
because
them?
you don't know me.
No, Martin, I don't believe in the People's Party of Canada. I don't even know who they are, but I do believe in self-governance, Martin. Maybe that's something that's foreign to you.
No, Martin, we're not People's Party Canada. We're people who care about Canada.
Guaranteed housing? Well, I agree with that. Guaranteed housing.
Oh, Yogi.
Sorry that I assumed you were conservative, but you guys are using a lot of their talking points. No, what I'm saying is that you guys, your government, your boy over here, and maybe it's not your boy, but you seem to be supporting him. He actually lit in a Yahtzee. He's picking fights with India. They found cocaine on his fucking plane. And the economic situation here is not that great. He let in all these immigrants into the country. It's not that I'm against immigration. There's no room for them. Some of them are sleeping on the fucking street. Now, are you going to say that that's not his jurisdiction? Go ahead, Harley.
And he blamed Russia for having the Yahtzee in the house.
Yeah. Don't buy into the Russian propaganda. Are you fucking serious? Please, people actually believe this shit?
Russia didn't put him in our parliament.
No.
The people
And
didn't
for
put
those
him in the parliament either.
That for those uninformed, he was in Trudeau's office the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Happy, if there's 150,000 empty homes, why don't they fill them?
Yeah.
Hamster, I got a question for you. Why don't you take a couple homeless people in? Even one would help.
He says that there's 150,000 homes that are empty. Okay, well, fill them. Fill them with Canadians first, though. Oh, that's good, Hampshire. Honestly, you know what? You're a good person.
Stephen, why is that a silly suggestion?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not enough.
I've taken the homeless in.
Right. Well,
Something
you know,
a lot
Happy,
of people-
anything that they do is not going to solve the fucking problem. This whole
No.
system doesn't solve anything.
And they're saying lots against it, but take one in. Be humble. Try it.
Okay.
You might make you feel better.
All right. So Ontario, okay. But the problem is, Happy, is that the political system in Ontario sucks, and the federal political sucks. Guess what, Happy? The whole system sucks. It's not efficient. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Why do you want to make this about partisan politics, Happy? Like, do you not understand that? I don't want to get into that fucking stupid argument because they all suck. Do you not understand that they all stink? The whole system sucks. What part of
They
the
are
whole
all
system
working
sucks?
together. They all work together, people.
Okay, Hamster, here, let me tell you something, okay? At least you're trying to be rational, and I appreciate that of you. Now, so apparently anybody that goes into Parliament Hill has to be vetted by the RCMP. Once the RCMP does their vetting, they report the information to the government. Okay, so the government was fully aware. Now, two things might have happened. Either the RCMP purposely did not reveal who this guy was, or the PM of Canada and the government decided not to tell anybody, and they were trying to play on people's ignorance.
Yeah.
And
Remember,
here's
he
here's
got
some
that
news for
ISIS
you.
guy out of jail too.
If anybody would have watched the speech from Anthony Rota, he stumbled over his words because he couldn't believe what he was reading. So don't fall for that crap either.
I believe
Yeah.
it.
He didn't write that speech because he was stunned when he read it.
Okay, so this is how stupid Happy is, honestly. Happy, do you realize that the SS, there was a trial called the Nuremberg, and they were arrested and actually put to death? Are you like, honestly, are you fucking serious about that? The guy is a criminal. Poland wants him. They want to try him.
You
I don't
guys
care if it was
think
100 years
that's
ago. It's still valid. He murdered
Didn't they-
people.
Find a Nazi war criminal and put him in jail in the 70s.
Yahtzee, Yahtzee, Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should have known about the Christina as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I mean, honestly, like, it's like, you know what he's doing, right? He's actually justifying that SS officer.
Mhm.
Like, you're so fucking stupid, Happy. It's not even funny. You're basically telling everybody that you're okay with Yahtzees. You guys are a bunch of fucking hypocrites. You guys have the fucking balls to call the convoy people Nazis, but yeah, here you are justifying a Yahtzee. I'm sorry, I'm even saying the N-word now. Yes, you did. Without saying
Poland
it.
can come and get him and Trudeau and Freeland and all of them. Come get them.
You'll never get through to him because he's paid by
No,
them.
you're right.
He's not
I
going to.
was
He's not
listening
going to
to one
jeopardize
guy
that
before I
paycheck.
came on, and he
Yeah.
was saying this guy's idea was going towards the fact that Freeland did it on purpose to get Trudeau out because otherwise she'll never be prime minister because the next head of the Liberals seems to be, I think he said LeBlanc or something like that. So
And if she
this guy's
takes over,
saying
we're in
Freeland
shit.
was trying to take over. I don't know. This is this guy's theory there, but I found it interesting.
Oh, by
I
the
like
way,
to hear
guys,
people's ideas.
did you guys see Roxy's video? It was phenomenal.
See what?
Roxanne had produced a video about
yeah.
Canada and how great Canada is and how we need to unite and come together. I did do a duet,
Nice.
and then Harley, I don't know how you did that, but you got all three of us.
Oh, nice.
That's
Thanks,
the first
guys.
I've ever dueled it, so I wasn't sure if I was doing it right.
Well, it was the first time that we actually had a threesome. It's amazing. I just don't understand. I don't understand how you were on top of them. Like, I'm trying to understand
a
the
good
threesome dynamic, but isn't the guy supposed to be like on the top? Like, how did you get on the top?
I'm supposed to be on top.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's get back to serious business here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Happy, where the fuck are you? Get back
Thank you
here.
guys for that, by the way.
40% of the population have the equivalent of an elementary school education. Oh, here we go with the education now. Martin, you think you're educated, right? Honestly, are you that condescending? So again, so now not only does Martin support Yahtzees, but now he's saying that everybody that doesn't vote liberal is stupid.
Well, then he's not. Don't waste our time on him then.
Some of us don't vote, hamster.
Well, Hamster, here's the thing. I want self-governance. I want everybody to weigh in on the issues, provincially, federally, and municipally. That's what I want. I want everybody to have power. Yes.
Hamster, I don't vote because there's nothing there to vote for.
That's right.
No, we had an independent here that had this idea, and he didn't get any further, but whatever.
Oh, Hamster, you're the man, buddy. I had doubts about you, but you know what? You came through.
Wow.
Oh, attaboy, hamster. Well, you know what, hamster? Here's the thing. It just listen. It's not a conservative thing. It's not a liberal thing. It's a fucking political system thing.
We need more self-governance, more control of what goes on, the people. Less
Yes.
government enforcement.
Yep. Well, Michael, that time is coming, but I don't know, man. It's this AI stuff is, to be honest with you, it's really scary. Because I mean, to be honest, I mean, who wants to go to a school to be taught by a fucking robot or by I don't know.
Did you
It's so-
see today, guys, the robots that they're taking around to different venues in the States?
No.
They had, I forget what the name is. It's on TikTok, and they've been taking them to football games and other venues, and these robots walk, talk like humans. Like, it's scary. Scary.
I agree, Nikki. Yeah.
By
By
the
the
way,
way, Martin says that we're too stupid to self-govern. You know, Martin is such an asshole. Martin, you're such a fucking prick.
Yeah, I just answered him.
What a condescending. I was going to say the C word, but you're such
Yeah,
a condescending.
They're just
Fucking-
misinformed by mainstream media.
Yeah,
Martin.
no. You know what? If Martin was in charge, it'd be a dictatorship. Believe me. He's a dictator.
He's probably another paid liberal.
Yeah, no, seriously, you'd be that guy would be an absolute fucking tyrant. Hello.
I say we vote for Roxy.
Yeah.
Yes.
What am I running for?
Any second nominations?
Yep, I second
Nope.
it.
I third
I
it.
second it. Fourth it.
That's it, Roxy. You're PM now.
Yeah.
We have anointed you.
Okay, get that douchebag into my house.
Alex is going to be your
Martin, you're gone.
prime minister.
Okay, I'll second that one.
I have no
I'll
problem with anybody that's a dictator. Honestly, it's none of my business. But fucking Martin is a real prick. Coming in here saying that people are too stupid to self-govern. He just exposed himself for who he really is.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Jerk off.
Who wants to be my VP?
Your prime minister is Alice.
Okay.
See you, Martin. You
I'll be the
goof.
bodyguard.
Yeah, okay.
Harley's head of security.
Awesome.
And there won't be any yachties around her.
No. Most people are able to self-govern.
Happy, it's okay. I will need a dishwasher in my kitchen.
Do you think everyone's capable of self-governance? No, not everybody, because people that vote for liberals, conservatives, or NDP are not capable. But you know what? They could learn. So there you go.
Once we unhypnotize them, they'll learn.
Yes. Okay. Let me ask these guys. So Hamstring is saying, what would you do to fix the first past the post system? Honestly, Hamster, get rid of it altogether.
Yep.
We need to start from the bottom up.
Yep.
No, actually, no. It did make sense. Think about it. When you vote for any of these three parties, you're not putting any effort whatsoever. None. And they like it like that. They don't want you thinking. They just want you to go to the ballot box and vote for the lesser of three fucking evils.
Yep.
That requires no effort whatsoever.
They don't
So
care
again,
who
those
gets in.
people that. Sorry?
They don't care who gets in because they all work together.
And as long as you are voting, you're telling them you're falling for their game.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Did I call you hamstring? I call him hamstring. Sorry, hamster.
Oh, poor
My
Alice.
Greg.
Who else are we voting for? Roxy, of course. Come on.
Roxy for prime minister. Come on now.
Yes.
Oh, good Lord, we're screwed.
I don't think so.
We got to
Well,
do
they
better
are.
than now.
Who's better to look after finances than a woman?
That is true.
That is
Your
very
partner
true.
tried to have it removed from official. No, sorry. Apology doesn't cut it. You let in a Yahtzee. Sorry.
He didn't apologize. Listen to the speech. There was no direct apology from him or the government.
But
All
on
about the
top
house.
of that, and on top of
And they're
that,
protesting today in Ottawa, and the police are enforcing violence so they can arrest people.
right. But on top of that, he did say that not to believe in the Russian propaganda. Oh my God. Yeah, you love Nazis or you love Yahtzees.
Oh my
Well, good for you.
And today,
Maybe he is snorting cocaine.
What the hell do
Exactly.
the Russians have to do with what happened in our parliament?
Exactly. Actually,
Nothing.
Russians warned us about Ukraine and the Azov battalion.
Exactly.
Putin warned. Careful what you're getting involved in. Be careful what you're sending your money to.
and Alice, today,
Mhm.
Trudeau was in Parliament saying, well, they, about digging at Pierre for allowing his 3 of his MPs to see Christine Anderson, who's a Yahtzee, and I wrote back on Twitter. I saw this on Twitter. I said, she's more of a. She's not a Yahtzee. It wasn't him that someone forwarded a video of him. So I said, she's not a Yahtzee. She's more, you're not allowed to be a Yahtzee if you're an MP in the German government. That's illegal
Yes, it is. Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
government. So there's no way she could be a MEP there, or whatever they call
He's
it.
full of shit, is what he is. He's full of fucking shit.
He's trying
Wasn't
to
it the early, well, no, it'd be the late 90s, early 2000s, I think, where there was a whole documentary on how there were Yahtzees hiding in Canada.
Yes.
And Pierre Sr. was part of,
Yes.
not reporting them and all that. I seem to
Yep.
remember that.
Well,
Yep.
what party was he first a part of?
The
Communist.
Communist.
He was the
Communist
leader.
Party.
He
Exactly.
was the leader of it.
Terry, can you help? Can you please educate us since we're not educated? Take a shot.
Did you see Christine Anderson's video about what happened in Parliament?
I did hear
I did
Christine
see
Anderson
that.
talk about.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
'cause-
was enjoying it.
Oh,
Yeah,
she was. Yeah.
Well,
I love
she basically said that. She said, "Well, I'm being accused of something that he actually allowed,
Yeah.
so I want him to step down and apologize." But this guy's he's a megalomaniac. He's not going to apologize.
She should
a
come
puppet.
right back here and demand an apology.
He's a
Mhm.
puppet. Just like Pierre, just like really whack mean Singh
Yep.
there.
Well, even Pierre Poilievre was making the same accusations too. I don't want to associate myself with people like her. Really, Pierre? Okay. Well, you know what? You just expose yourself even more.
What's he say?
Yep.
I hate them all.
The Netherlands did nothing. The people themselves did nothing. You trust any government around this world? Your head
Well,
should be
no.
in a blender.
You know that the farmers in Netherlands created their own party, and they actually won, and they got voted in or something like that, but not as the
Nice.
leadership. They got voted in and they won, but then you know what? They fucked over their own farmers.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm not
believe it.
getting your notifications. Sorry, Donna. I don't. Maybe I'm getting shadow banned. Head in a blender, exactly, Michelle. It's embarrassing. I'm glad the speaker stepped down. Right, but you know why? Even though the speaker stepped down, the damage is done.
He
He's
gets
not
his
the word.
pension anyways.
Exactly. He didn't care.
He's
Well,
probably
because
getting
he's been
sick of it.
around, right? Well, he's been around. He's been the longest speaker, right? The longest
Yeah.
standing speaker, I think.
And can you imagine having to put up with all that foolishness?
No, exactly.
Every time I see a session, it reminds me of Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah. Well, if he gets in again, I'm leaving Canada.
Yeah, I might go with you.
You're more than welcome.
Here's what I want to know. If we're leaving, where are we going? Because I don't see any other country that's safe.
I'm buying a big houseboat and
Scotland.
living in the middle of a fucking lake somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We can do that.
You know, there's an island right off the beach about 15 minutes from here. Privately owned, but I think we could buy it.
Is there any sharks there?
No.
Okay, just checking. I got a fear of sharks.
We've got
Well,
a few now.
You can sleep on land.
Okay, I'll sleep on the land, and I'll wave at you guys every morning.
Off where, Roxy? I've never seen it.
Ingonish Island.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's right off the point.
Well, couldn't we just be squatters and take it over?
Yeah, they probably arrest us.
Yeah, true.
There's
Oh,
lots
look,
of islands around BC.
Look who's here, guys. Lisa. Lisa's here.
What?
You dummy. Well, Klaus Schwab.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I blocked her. Ask anyone I know. I have a phobia of sharks. Yeah, I hate sharks. And well, actually, whales are pretty cool. Never seen one, but I would love to see one of those.
That can't
Come
be your
down
son.
to the
Castro's son.
JC and I have whale watching. And you might see a shark.
Well, sharks, I don't really care for.
Around Nova Scotia, yeah, there's sharks.
Well, because our waters are warmer, the great whites have been traveling up here for quite a while, and there's more every year.
Yeah, Ty, I just told him there wasn't any. You're not helping.
Roxy wants to. Yeah, Roxy's going to use me as
I
bait.
said I'd never swim in the water again.
She's
No,
going
I
to feed
won't.
me to the sharks.
Well, shark meat is really good. So,
It
yeah,
is.
I'm in. Yeah.
It really
Maybe
is.
they won't chase
I will
Italian
admit,
meat.
I
Maybe
swam
they
with
will chase
sharks in
Italian meat,
Florida.
though. If they chase Italian meat,
Hamster,
it'd be
why you
perfect.
don't like sharks?
I don't like them, but I swam with them. And stingrays.
I
When
mean,
I got out, I
dolphins.
wasn't going back.
No, thank you.
Yeah, dolphins are really, really nice. So,
Oh, they're beautiful. That's my dream, to swim with the dolphins.
They are really nice.
Oh, that is my dream.
They're so
Oh,
smart.
darn and nice.
Kingston, the Kingdom says, or the Kingpin says, I wish Trudeau would swim with the sharks and stingrays.
Well, we could
It is.
arrange
It's
it.
called Parliament.
They'd
Bill,
probably
sharks
move
there.
away from all the pollution coming off them.
If a shark bit him, it would spit him out.
I know.
Oh, hamster, that wouldn't have been good.
They
It was
don't
vomit.
eat shit. They're not bottom feeders.
No. But I forget how many sharks we had in the Bay of Fundy this year, and up the coast and into the Northumberland Strait.
Oh, we've had them right here off the coast of our beaches.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't swim in that water anymore. No way.
Oh,
I did as a
bum.
kid.
You
Do you
swam
guys-
there before and it didn't do nothing to you. Just don't
Yeah.
look like a fucking seal.
Well, I look more like
Oh my God,
Uh,
get the boxing gloves out.
what's that? I look more like a manatee.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Hey,
That's all right.
So, I was going to say something about, oh, yeah, you guys have tuna fish over there?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything.
Like a bluefin? Okay, I got to read this. Lay says, Roxy, you should get into reading guided
Yes.
meditation. Your voice is so soothing.
That's true.
Thank you.
Well, you know what, Lace? It's not soothing tonight. I can tell you that much.
Hey,
First
Hey.
time camper on.
Roxy, I think you've been really good at keeping your temper down tonight.
I have.
Yeah,
Somebody's trying to poke the fire.
yeah. Not nice, eh?
The one who pokes is the one who get burned.
You wish you were
That's
getting
right.
poked.
Oh my God, here he goes again.
Oh, you pineapple eater.
Oh, hey, listen, my IQ went up.
I missed you guys. I had no data.
Giggity, giggity. You guys remember that show? Was it Family Guy? Giggity,
Yes. Oh my God, cheeks all moity.
Yeah, giggity, giggity. Holy shit. Giggity, giggity. And then there was
Alice,
Herbert the pervert.
your IQ went up when you met me.
Well,
Good one.
God.
Good one, Roxy.
I have to debate that one, to be honest with you. But I do agree, Roxy's got like this silky voice. It's so soothing and it calms you down.
You should,
I-
you should hear me
Meditate
read
with her
dirty novels out loud.
Oh my goodness. Hello?
Oh God.
See, now you have to do lives, Roxy. You have to do lives just doing that.
I might do one on the weekend, and I'll pull out
You
one
know
of my
what?
books
I
and
would
read it.
listen to you.
Okay. If Roxy does a live, I'm not doing mine. I will
Right.
come and join Roxy's.
Okay.
No,
sounds like a
no
plan.
pressure, no pressure at all.
Nope. I won't do mine. I'll jump on Roxy's. No,
I'll
I'm
come
serious.
and
I
join you
bet,
to do a
I bet
battle.
you'd like to jump on
Hey, Jody.
Roxy.
Yeah.
Send us
What
all
you say?
notifications
Say-
when you're doing it.
Roxy, you say that you'll let me jump on you?
No, that's not what I said, you little shithead.
Oh, shit.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's right, hamster. We misjudge each other, buddy. It's all good, though. God bless Justin Trudeau. Oh, for God's sakes. You didn't just say that, did you?
Seriously, come on, Chris.
Are you serious?
Who's next? Who's next what?
Okay, Butters. Yes, JT is a Canadian hero. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Where did they come from, these guys?
They were dropped on their heads when they were children.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you remember those special classes when we went to school? They
Yes.
usually, you know, they
Yeah,
were
we
usually
had them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's where they came from.
Yep. Oh
Actually,
my God!
you know
Are
what
you telling me
happened?
that we grew up with them, Roxy?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can
God.
tell you what happened, guys. All these warning labels and things that they were put on as we were growing up. They're the kids that had to wear the helmets and stuff.
No.
Running the
Yeah.
country.
Did
Too many
you read
whacks
a
to the head.
Tide Pod? No, I said I was going to be nice tonight, not mean. Fuck, it's hard.
Roxy,
nearly
you
impossible.
surprised me.
You people have corrupted me.
I blame this on
I
Roxy.
remember leaving Alice's live one night because I was scared I was going to get him banned. I think it was because Butters was on.
What do you mean it's my fault?
No, you corrupted Harley.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Not her
Yep.
live I'm on.
Alice.
No, but
you
Roxy
agree?
runs it.
So, do you agree with Poland extraditing?
Oh my God.
I'm trying to escape away from the conversation here, guys. So, do you agree with Poland extraditing this 90-year-old man? Yes.
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 Yep.
I don't give a rat's ass how old he is. What he did
Hands up all around.
was unforgivable.
You know what's funny though is that the liberals, the fucking liberals blow my mind. They're so hypocritical, and honestly, they're not even talking about the fact that they should extradite this guy. You know what they say? Yeah, but that was 100 years ago. You call fucking the convoy people Yahtzees. You call them Yahtzees, but yeah, you're okay with the fucking Yahtzee in Parliament Hill, and you don't want to extradite him.
Yeah.
Right, Lace? Exactly.
Sorry, bud, but my grandfather fought people like him.
That's because Trudeau, they can't come up with something good that he's done for us.
There is no statute of limitations on war crimes.
No, there
Yeah,
isn't.
thank God. Why should those Nazis, for instance, that strip the Jews and put them in and drop the cyanide capsules, when the war is over, get to go move out of Germany and do whatever and live their life like nothing happened? Why should that be allowed? There's no statute of limitations on murder.
It's not the Speaker of the House that runs the government. It's our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. So quit putting the blame on the Speaker.
100%, Roxy. 100%.
The Speaker only took the blame, that's all.
Oh, guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
he sure was.
That poor bugger didn't even know what he was reading until he read it.
I
Okay,
still
Chris,
don't understand how he is allowed to keep going and going and going. I don't understand it. Like, what has happened to Canada?
Chris, let me explain it to you. Again, for the 50th fucking time. The RCMP vets, they vet the people that come into Parliament. Okay? And then they let the government know what these people are all about.
And
It's
they're
not,
in
it's
conjunction.
not rocket science. And no, I'm not your fucking bro, for God's sakes.
Jesus.
Fuck off with your bro.
Don't
We
get him
went through this last night.
Sorry?
We went through this bro crap last night.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God, just
bro.
get rid of them.
Chris, if they did a criminal background check, why can we go on Google and find information and
Yeah.
the RCMP can't? Come on, shake your head.
Yeah, but Harley, listen to this guy, Harley. The dude was a personal guest of the speaker. It doesn't matter. They still get vetted, regardless of a guest
He's
of the speaker or not.
He's the Speaker, not the King of England.
You're
Okay,
seriously
go back,
saying
hang on.
that the Speaker of the House sits at a fucking computer and checks all the names by himself? You fucking clowns.
Also,
There's
now he's
also-
blaming the speaker staffers, Roxy. Look at that.
There's also security for the House that does the vetting along with the RCMP.
Yeah. Let alone the what the hell, Zelensky, whatever his name is there from
Zelensky.
Ukraine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure his crew would have done a background check too to see who was going to be there.
Right?
So you have two governments.
Yep.
That both dropped the ball. Well, actually, no. Actually, the Ukraine government didn't drop the ball because they considered him to be a hero. So there you go. Oh, wait a second. So if they considered him to be a hero and
And
he
a
was an SS
mentor.
officer, would that mean that they're also Yahtzees? And if they are, we've been given $8 billion to Yahtzees?
I think one of his guards is Russian. He sure
Okay,
looks
Chris.
Russian.
Chris, if you don't want to acknowledge the facts, how is that my fucking problem? You're just a dumb fucking ass who's trying to instigate. Fuck off.
Maybe because it's his government? He's supposed to be running the show? Not home in his bedroom hiding under the bed when something goes wrong?
Hmm.
Exactly.
If he's not going to be any good or take any responsibility, why the hell is he there?
Yet he can apologize for something that happened 200-300 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I'm tired. I know everyone else is tired of this sniveling little coward running, hiding, and whining when things go wrong that he fucked up himself and blames everybody else and takes no damn responsibility. It's time that little boy grows a set of balls.
I can hear the Newfie. I wouldn't call her a Newfie, hamster.
Newfie.
Just saying.
Newfie.
Yes.
I ain't
Yeah.
no fucking Newfie.
She's Cape Breton, that's a big difference.
You're fucking right, that's a big difference. Okay, the nice fucking hat just went out the fucking window.
Yeah, like my mother.
No more silky voice.
Nope. Call me a fucking Newfie.
Close enough. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Cape
They
Bretoners
have
don't get
big.
along with Snoofies.
I'm not
Okay,
saying nothing
so
bad about Newfies. I love them, but there's a big difference between a Noof and a caper.
Yep.
all right. So Trudeau did apologize. Okay. So Corin Elizabeth, does it really matter that the same guy called the people at the convoy misogynist, hateful, people with
Yeah.
unacceptable views, and you want me to
Terrorist.
accept his apology? And then on top of that, his supporters also call the people at the convoy Yahtzees.
I think every province is in trouble, Kingston.
Yep.
The whole country's fucked. We're just fucked.
He doesn't know how to take responsibility for it because he's a true narcissist.
Yes.
Absolutely. His favorite pastime is gaslighting.
Yes.
Yep. That's right, Hamster. I'm from Newfoundland originally. Hold on a second. I'm from Newfoundland originally. No, you wouldn't say that about minor. Okay, virtual asylum. Listen, we love the Newfoundlanders, okay?
Yes, we do.
I mean, seriously, I get called a wop. Am I going to get upset? No, not really.
I
Like,
didn't
sir,
say I didn't like them. Newfies don't like being called Cape Bretoners either, because
there you go.
we have separate dialects. We have separate ways of speaking.
Yeah, it's just, it's kind of like a big joke between the.
Exactly. We're so close to each other.
Yeah.
I love Newfies.
And if you were truly Newfoundlander, you'd know that.
Exactly.
You never heard WAP without papers? Yeah, I mean, that's what they called my parents. They called me that. Do I care? Not really.
Same here, Teeny. The food's on, I imagine it's even more expensive on the Rock, though,
Yes, I would imagine it is.
because of what it costs to get it there.
We're all suffering, let's face it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I have no groceries in my house. That's not a lie.
Anna,
I'll get some this weekend, but I haven't had a car, and I took a really bad reaction to this med they put me on, and I was falling down, and oh yeah, it was fun. So yeah, I've got no groceries.
well, you better get some tomorrow.
I will, and usually I buy just stuff I can pop in the microwave because it's quicker and easier for me, and it's cheaper.
It's not healthier. Get some fruit and vegetables into you, even if you buy a frozen bag.
I live in a trailer, honey. I don't have a big fridge or freezer. But I'll get some.
Do you have any Amish around you?
Pardon?
Anne, is there any Amish around you?
No.
No. Crap.
There is a farmer's market that's open in the summer, and they sell all local stuff. And I usually go there. And when I go shopping, I usually buy fresh fruit like apples, stuff. I bought peaches, and they were really good for a change. So I like fruit.
And the reason I asked if you can find somebody that does canning.
I know.
And get
Yes.
at least it's canned, it's preserved, you're good, and then you can go that way.
That's a good, yeah, you're right. I used to can when I could stand at the stove long enough to do it. I used to can meat, everything.
So we need to put feelers out for Anne, somebody around your area, Anne, that does that.
I must ask. I've actually got a friend that might do it. That's a good idea. I never thought of that. But I feel
not
bad
a
for
doomsday
everybody.
nut, and I know how to fucking can.
Listen, I know how to can, but
No, this freaking hamster there. Whoa there. Just because you know how to can doesn't mean it's a doomsday nut.
I'm so glad you can, but Anne doesn't live near me, or I would just provide it for her. So I'm trying to find somebody that's close to her. Because let's face it, Canada's pretty freaking big.
Oh yeah.
Very
And I
large.
live in the boonies basically.
We are all suffering, but I see you're still in the matrix if you are dividing people. How? Okay, but here's the virtual
In
asylum.
the matrix.
I need to know, how is it that we're dividing people? Can you explain it to me? I'm talking about a system that actually brings people together. We're all talking
And
about
what province? Sorry, and what province are you in? Somebody wants to know.
I'm just outside of Spring Hill, Nova Scotia.
Spring Hill? And Roxy, where are you about?
I'm in Cape Breton, but my daughter is in Spring Hill.
Your daughter's in Spring Hill?
Yep,
Here we
Wow.
go.
20 minutes from the Moncton border.
Okay. Towards
She's just outside Amherst.
okay, yeah. No, there isn't anything wrong with prepping, but you got to have money to prep.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially the price of everything today.
I wanted to put in a garden, but if I had a garden where I am, I'd have to fence it in because of all the deer and stuff like that. So that kind of defeats the purpose because I can't afford a fence.
Everything is hard.
It is. But you know what?
But if
I'm
you make
living
a
my best
small
life.
garden and use chicken wire, that's fairly cheap.
Yeah, I never thought of that. I might do that. I'm going to try growing some stuff inside my trailer on the table because there's a big window behind my table in the trailer itself. And I think I'm going to start like a herb garden, maybe grow one tomato plant and stuff like that. I thought that would be my start to gardening.
Alice, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take over the live with that. I was
No.
just
No, it's okay. It's okay.
it
It's
hit
all right.
me,
But thank
and
you.
she needs the help. So if we can figure out how to do this, bonus.
So if anybody's in Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, she could use a hand.
I
Go.
could.
Canned stuff, preferably. She doesn't have a very big fridge or freezer.
Yeah.
Don't sound like it. If you've been condescending ever since I came here, well, if you think I'm condescending, then what can I tell you? You can go. But if I got to get my point across and people don't accept the facts, it's not my problem. Sorry. Sometimes Dollarama rolls of chicken wire. Okay, there you go, Ann.
That
Make
might
sure.
be an
A
idea
little
for
late in the
next year.
season for outside there, but next year maybe.
Someone said, put what I want to grow in great big pots and put them up against the trailer. And the deer would be probably, because I tie out my dog, they probably wouldn't come in to get it. And I could grow tomatoes and lettuce and all that stuff out of pots, which is a good idea. And
Anna, is your son around?
he's in Halifax.
He's in Halifax. Okay, so you're out in a trailer by yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I sold my home because it was too big for me to look after it. And I bought the trailer and moved across the province. And I'm on a second lot that my best friend owns, but she works full time and stuff. And so, yeah, I'm alone all the time. It's not that I mind it. I actually love it. But like I said, for a week and a half, I had 1 to 2 falls a day because of this medication they put me on. So I never know what's going to happen. But you know what? I still live my best life and I'm still happy and I still share. I took a homeless person in this spring and she ripped me off at $1,200. But that's okay. You know what? She's got to live with it, not me.
You know what? I know someone else that took in some people like that, and I warned her not to do it. It's not that I'm not I'm not a humanitarian. It's not that I'm not. I am a humanitarian, but you know what? There are people out there that are really desperate,
Yeah,
and
she does.
and if you don't know who they are, It's I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. But it's not the theft part that worries me. It's that these people can be very aggressive.
Thankfully, she wasn't. But
Yeah.
she was living in her car. She used to have I did a background check. She had a house. She had a business. And when her ex left her, he took half of everything, so she had to close everything down. And so I thought I did my research, and me with a big heart, I just, I know it's
Chris-
stupid, but I always figure there's someone else out there that needs something more than I do. And if I've got it, then I should share it.
Right.
But I
And
see
you
your
will
point.
be rewarded greatly.
Christina, I agree with you, but I also do think that they should have some sort of some sort of community garden.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
A lot of
Most areas are closing down all their parks like that, or their mobile home parks.
That's why I'm on somebody's land. Those mobile home parks, you're not allowed to live full time in your trailer. It's illegal in Nova Scotia.
But I
To
agree
live
with
full-time.
Alice. I agree with Alice. Community gardens are important for a lot of reasons.
My sister goes to a community garden in Ottawa, actually, and grows her own stuff, which I think is wonderful.
But I mean the type that the community comes together and grows food for those less fortunate and those that are struggling.
Maybe I'll bring that up this summer.
I'm with
I'm
Christina.
sure.
And I'm with
Oh.
Christine, and she thinks all the trees should be fruit trees planted around cities. I absolutely agree.
I agree
I
too.
do too. I do too. I might bring up the community garden next spring, though, in Spring Hill. I think that's a good idea. Because we have a lot of, it's mind-boggling the amount of homeless people that are in Spring Hill. And a lot of them are addicted to drugs. And it just blows my mind that a small community like Spring Hill has homeless people. I don't understand it.
They're everywhere.
Urban Carp. Where are you from? Because you're saying that you have community gardens in your city.
Yeah.
What's better than growing food and giving it to people who can't grow it or who can't afford to buy it, or using that stuff to make preserves and canned things to give to people for the winter?
Yep. 100%. Yeah, but bartering is still here. Bartering never went away. I've bartered my services for other services. Oh, you're in St. Catharines. Okay.
I used to live in
I
St.
barter all the
Catharines.
time.
I give my daughter veggies and she gives me eggs.
Yeah, that's starting to come back around here.
It should.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I was saying when I did that video, Alice. If people start talking to each other and helping each other, the world will be a lot better off. Instead of bickering and fighting and, no, you're wrong, no, I'm right, and blah, 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 just fucking start helping each other.
Yeah, but 100%. But they're more concerned about what. Okay, I'm posting this fucking this news article because I really don't give two fucks about the guy, but I am trying to provoke some sort of conversation, and unfortunately there are people there that are just not willing to have a conversation about a real system where everybody can be helped. Okay, instead what they want to talk about as well, it wasn't the speaker's fault. Well, it wasn't his fault. Well, it's like, you know what, you guys keep justifying the fact that the fucking Yahtzee was in Parliament Hill and keep justifying it. This is how stupid you guys sound.
See, those people do not want open dialogue because they will not admit that they might be wrong.
Right, but those are the same people that are against fascism. But guess what?
Wait, you can't have
They're
it both
for
ways.
fascism. Well, yeah, exactly. But we should be talking about community gardens. We should be talking about sustainability. These are the things that we should be talking about. We can't. Yeah. We cannot. No problem, Jody.
This is how we help each other.
Exactly. In Switzerland, they have neighborhoods. It's called cooperative neighbor garden. I don't know what the name is, but everybody grows a certain food, right? And then when it's harvest time, you know, they got so much of it
Yeah.
that they can trade to other people for other things.
Absolutely.
Good idea. That's a really good idea. I mean, you look, my grandfather was a farmer
Mm-hmm.
and he swapped stuff. He was a dairy farmer, and if he had too much milk and there was someone in Grand Pay that needed it, he went and gave them the milk. And if
Mhm.
he needed something, they were there. And the whole, well, it used to be an island when he was younger. The whole Grand Prix, they swapped stuff. That's what they did.
Yep. They would
And I
get a
don't know
veggie
why it
box a week.
stopped.
You see, Christina, 1 week they would get a veggie box, man, and you know what? That would stop them from going to a grocery store.
We have a farm
Nice.
in Marguerite that does that. You pay so
Nice.
much and you own part of that farm, and every week in the summer you get a veggie box.
Nice.
Yeah, I honestly like to see. Okay, this is something I love. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. And I'm in the process of moving. I'm going to a smaller type town, and they do encourage farmer markets, and that's something that I love. I love when the farmers come to town, and they put up their little their
Oh,
little
yeah.
stands, and they start selling what they grow. I am so fucking for that. And you know what? That is the best fruit you'll ever, or vegetables that you'll ever come across, because it hasn't traveled thousands of miles.
And you get to enjoy and meet people and talk to people and
That's right.
get to, there's homemade baked goods and canned stuff,
Yes.
like anything you can think of at a
Yeah.
farmer's market.
There was a guy that was making pepperettes. I mean, you know,
Oh.
they just make all kinds of great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those up here actually. I might
No,
have to get that.
I agree, Christina. Christina says we need a proper site, not corrupted for yes, 100%. Like the local neighborhood book exchange. Okay, have you guys ever seen this? Okay, Urban Carp says like the local neighborhood book exchange boxes, right?
Yeah.
So basically, it sits outside. It's like a mailbox, and
Yeah.
you put your books in there. I think that's fucking amazing.
We do it at
Another
the
thing-
post office.
Oh, okay.
The small towns in Nova Scotia, in the winter, they'll go like to Frenchy stuff and buy different coats and snowsuits and mittens and whatever you can think of, and they'll hang them in town. So anybody that's homeless or has children and can't afford these things, they could just take it. Which I think is really, I don't know whoever started it, but I think it's a wonderful idea.
There's going to be a lot this year that can use that.
Yeah, and they do it here. For a small town, I'm surprised at some of the things that they do.
Alice, what's going to happen to the homeless during the winter?
Well, I hope that they seek some sort of shelter.
I don't know. It's not since Trudeau's been in, but I remember some of the homeless in Toronto actually were going into the underground parking lots, and where all the air is vented out from the apartment buildings and everything. They were staying under that in -20 weather, and the police kicked them out.
Well, that's what they always do. Cops come in there and they just clean house.
Yeah.
But again, if you ask Butters, he'll say, "But what jurisdiction is that?" Like, fucking liberals are such hypocrites. Honestly, they really piss me off.
That drives me crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
everybody's
liberals are
problem.
running the country, so it's their jurisdiction too.
Yeah, but if the conservatives were in power, they wouldn't give a shit either.
No.
It shouldn't have a jurisdiction label
Yeah.
on it.
I agree.
No, it shouldn't. Oh,
It's humanity.
did you hear where that, what's his name, Polivier or whatever it is? He gave shit to Trudeau about a man sleeping in his car. A friend of mine's a trucker, and wherever this happened, he was fueling his truck when this guy was coming out, and of course he had to go up and shake this guy's hand. I'm conservative and blah blah blah. And the guy looked at him. He said, "So?" He said, "You're not happy." He said, "No." He said, "I'm a construction worker, work full time, and I can't afford an apartment." And he asked this guy where he was living. He said, "Right over there in my car." And he went into the House of Commons and blasted Trudeau. It was funny. I got to watch it too.
Yeah,
I
I know.
would- Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go for Roxy.
I was just going to say I am worried about anyone homeless this winter.
Yeah, me too. I lost a friend of mine lost a friend in Moncton last year, froze to death on the street. Like, that's just wrong in Canada.
It's
And
wrong
you know
everywhere.
what? Churches no longer taking people because they say, well, then we'd have to have someone here to watch them and blah, 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 blah. So,
And
Did
the warming
anyone,
centers only allow so many people in.
yeah.
not to change subjects or anything, but on the subject of the government wasting money, did anyone see how much these new passports cost?
No.
Well, one bill was at like I'm gonna just rough ball it, 168 million. Then the next price tag on top of that was 245 million.
What?
How much money would that go along to helping the homeless? And all the money was used for was to erase Canadian history. And I wish others were still in the audience.
I saw a video of a gentleman trying to get passports for his kids because they're signing up for school trips in the spring. And the passport office told, when he called, they said it's probably 13 months before you even get a passport now.
What? Oh my God.
Well, they gotta get all the old Canadian history out of them, right?
Okay, we're going to squat on that island, Roxy.
I'm squatting somewhere. I don't know where.
Well, I don't care if you guys all need a place to stay. My place is open, but it's busy. Just to warn you.
You see the homes, like mansions that are sitting empty, and because some of them with everything in it, like someone must have died or something. Anyways, I watch it on Facebook, and if they sit for so long, they just tear them down. They just tear them down. With every homeless person in the world, it could solve the problem so easily. It makes no sense.
I don't know what it's like down there, but up here we have a few empty schools that they've closed.
Yeah.
You think they would open them up?
Well, the school in the town I lived in, the elementary school, they turned it into apartments. Wouldn't open it up to homeless people. That would make too much sense.
Well, no, because no municipality, no township, nobody wants to flip the bill.
No, and they'll say, well, they're drug addicts and we don't want, after putting all this money into it. It just, I don't know. I know at the end, if they stop sending money away and stop taking refugees in and everything else, just for a few years, I'm not saying don't ever take refugees in again, but just for a few years, stop doing it and get Canada back on its feet and help Canadians first. And it's a simple idea. It's just they won't do it.
I
What are
know,
you-
and it's heartbreaking
Jerry?
because we know other people need the help, but when we're seeing our own people falling and other people are thriving that aren't from here, it really irritates us.
Yeah, very much so.
Hey, Jerry. Jerry, did you get my message on Telegram? Jerry?
Am I on? Oh yeah. Oh sorry. I was coming in from downtown. I went groceries and I hit my button by accident. Yeah, I didn't check it out, but I sent you one, eh?
Yeah, I read it, and okay, so I'm just gonna say it here, okay?
She
So
sent me another one too after.
actually, let me ask Roxy and Harley. Should I talk about this thing with so-and-so?
That's entirely up to you, hon.
Well, what do you guys think?
I didn't hear what you said. There was a truck going by.
Oh, okay. So what I was saying was, should I talk about the situation that I know Avery was asking me about a certain person, and I don't know if you know what, I'll talk about it. I won't mention any names.
Okay.
But anyways, Jerry, there's a person who believes in the Mythos Canada, who I gave a platform to, and I was more than happy to give him a platform, right? And he's disrespected me a few times, and I finally had enough, and I basically told him, well, I can't say straight to his face, but I did send him a message that said, look, I'm not going to bring you on. I'm not going to block you, but I'm not going to bring you on anymore because I just don't want to be disrespected like that. And he says, well, I knew that was coming. And that was the end of the story. So he continued to come in my lives, and he was respectful for the most part, and I didn't say anything. Then another person who she knows Duke for a long time basically demanded. Now, let me, first of all, before I get into that, I did call this person before I talked to Duke. Should I say his name? I called this person before I talked to the other guy. And I told her, I said, look, I said, this person has disrespected me 3 times already. Okay. And you know what? I can't be disrespected like that because I would never disrespect the guy. If you want to agree with me or disagree with me, that's fine. That's one thing. But if I don't agree with some of the things that you believe in, and then you're going to disrespect me for it, I can't do that. So I'm just letting you know that he's no longer coming into the lives. And she basically said, well, it's your lives. You could do, you got to do what's best. I said, okay, fine, no problem. Well, fast forward to last week or 2 weeks ago, she came. First of all, she changed her name from, well, I don't know, We Save something, or so basically she used his name in her title, which I found a little bit weird. But I'm like, okay, well, it's her, right? She's a little wacky that way, anyways. And then she proceeded to put me on the spot, and she kept typing in, "We need to hear him speak. We need to hear him speak." Then finally, she went from typing to vocally telling me that we need to put him, we need to give him a chance. We need to let, and I'm like, I can't fucking believe this is happening. After I told her specifically that what he had done, I'm said like, I'm not taking this shit anymore. She crossed the line and she went and did that. Now, am I wrong, or because we can have a discussion about it if you guys want to?
You're right.
You're live, your rule.
Yeah.
You got to do what's best for you.
And the thing is, I have known you long enough to know you are very fair with people. You give them warnings. You hear both sides. We've had many people in on lives that have been very easy to communicate with that don't see things our way. But we still listen. But when you're pushing it, there's an issue.
Well, here's the thing too. So this guy, numerous times when he got challenged, his solution, and Roxanne was there, his solution was basically to leave the live. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you stand firm. You're pushing an idea that you believe in, apparently, And when someone, comes at you with a different perspective and they challenge you on it, your reaction is to leave. Like he would literally leave the lives. He would go huffing and puffing and fucking pout, and then he would leave. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, you're trying to make an argument here. I don't think leaving is really going to support your cause here. It's not going to make you, honestly, it's not going to make you look good or your cause. He did that 3 or 4 fucking times. And I even called him out on it during the live because he was criticizing me for not moderating. And I'm like, you know how crazy it is when you got a lot of people in the live and there's comments flying left, right, and center, and there's people talking over each other. It's not that easy. It's like herding fucking cats. But anyways, then after he said that to me, I said, fine, dude, fine. Fair enough. But I told him, I said, look, just because you get challenged on something, it doesn't mean that you could just basically leave. That's not how it works. You got to stick around and you got to take the criticism and come back with some information. Anyways, now this person, Jerry sent me a text message, and in the text message, it basically said she was telling Jerry that I divide people, that I'm here to divide people. And you know what? It was really shocking to hear because I've known her for a long time. Like I've known her since 2012. I mean, I've known her since 2012. Anyway, so when she crossed the line, I basically told her, look, I said, you crossed the line. You lost my trust. You know what? I'm really fucking hurt by it. And I couldn't believe that you did that. I wouldn't expect you to do that. And I'm going to have to block you. Because I just have no time for that bullshit. It's like, you want to come into my lives and you want to put me on the spot and say that Duke needs a voice? Well, you know what? You got 1,000 followers. Start your live and put Duke on yours.
I didn't know you knew her for 12 years, Alice.
Yeah. Yes. You know what, Avery? We were part of Facebook groups. She was running for the None of the Above party, which I knew the organizer and the owner of, or the leader of, and we had Zoom meetings. We've had Telegram. We did a lot together.
Well, I'm glad you discussed it tonight because I was really curious as
There's
to.
another one too, Alice. She sent me just before we come on live tonight. I'll send it to you after, where she
Okay.
talked about the other person, the
Yes.
woman. You know the woman.
Yes, Michelle, I am. No, honestly, guys, it's really shocking because I would not expect that from her. Honestly, I would not expect that from her. And when it did, I was like, holy fuck. I would expect that from somebody else, but not her. Especially what we went through. We've been through a lot together. Like, the Occupy movement, the direct democracy groups. I mean, we did a lot together.
Well, I told her I wasn't getting involved in anybody. I said nobody's fight. Like I don't take sides. I don't take anything. So I basically told her like that. So I think you've seen it anyway. I'll send you the other one after there, because I didn't have time to send it. But she talks about the one that you had the other problem with earlier.
Okay.
But,
Was it email?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now, one of my lives, there was this fake account that went by the name of George Soros. Now, the person that created that account, well, she made a fake account about me. And she was calling me, I forgot, she was calling me all kinds of fucking names. Anyways, this George Soros character was in my lives. And the whole fucking time, Duke, and probably Cheryl now, knew about this person being a fake account, and they didn't tell me nothing. They said nothing to me, and they knew that this person was giving me problems. But they said nothing to me.
That's like a kick in the ass.
Well, kind of, Anna, because this person has been mocking me, and she used to come in my lives, and she would attack Like, not even criticize. She would attack guests and call them these awful fucking names. And I finally had enough. I said, you know what? You are so destructive. And this
And
person is not all there.
by the way, they did know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
did. Yeah, yeah. It was written today.
Yeah.
So if you're somebody's friend, why would you do that?
Right?
And
Like,
why
you know,
would
why would they? Why did she try to involve me? Like, I'm not going to take sides. I'm not here. Like, you know,
I agree,
like,
Michelle.
I'm not here to take sides with anybody. You know, I'm here to get along with everybody. And I'm not going to start saying this guy. No, that's not the way I am.
Yeah. But Jerry, here's the thing. Apparently, those two have been going on other lives, and they've been saying that, like, for instance,
Yes.
Duke's been calling me a sheep.
I see it.
Yeah, Duke's been
I
calling
see
me a
it.
sheep, and even Fern, a VW junkie, he said that he's disappointed in me. You know, I mean, listen, if you don't agree with me, fuck right off. You can move on. I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to dwell on what you said about me. You know what? I'm going to cut ties and then I'm going to move on. It's that simple. You know why? I got bigger fish to fry. But you
Alex?
see, it's not about what you're pushing. It's about your fucking ego.
Alice, you have been more
Yes.
than fair. They have, honestly, people have belittled you right on your own live, and you still
Yes.
gave them chances.
I
So
did.
do not beat yourself up about it. And if anybody
Mhm.
else in this comment section has an issue with it, look me up. We'll have a chat.
me too? I can't
Well, I mean-
believe that Duke did that to you and Cheryl.
Well, again, he went to other live, and okay, here's the thing. So I did criticize Douglas Lee. I think his name is Douglas Lee, right?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Roxy?
Yes.
Douglas. Okay, so I did criticize Douglas, but in a good way, constructive. I said, look, Douglas. I said I do believe in the state national because it gives people sovereignty and it gives people independence. I agree with that. But at the same time, he's telling me that he would vote for Trump. I said, but you know what? That doesn't make any sense. If you want to be independent, you want to be free, right? You want to make your own decisions. How can you vote for someone then? That it basically makes your movement. I'm sorry, but it just scars your movement a little bit because it's not about sovereignty. It's not about self-governance. Anyways, here's my point. When that shit was happening where Duke was basically making fun of me and calling me sheep, to Douglas's credit, Douglas never once criticized me. So you know what? It was good of him. He had the opportunity to do it and he didn't do it. So I got to give it to Douglas.
That's where Cheryl's hanging around now.
Yep.
I'm so sorry that you went through that, Alice. I've learned more on your live since I joined it whenever. And yeah, you get a little hot, but you don't outright disrespect people unless they're being disrespectful back.
Right. And I've
And
had people say that I'm, at times it could be a little abusive. I was like, look, guys, I'm sorry, man, but I don't have patience anymore. I mean, this country is in sad shape. Like, we're fucked, guys.
Yeah, we are.
And I don't want, but again, I don't want to put it that way because I don't want to sound like I'm doom and gloom. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make people aware of what's going on. Then you get these fucking people coming out here and saying Trudeau's a hero and, Trudeau's this and Trudeau's that and Pierre Poilievre is. It's like, you guys understand. These are the same people. The same people you're supporting are the same people that are fucking you over. And it's hard. It's really hard not to be hot about that. Yes, I try to be like, for instance, Hamster came in here tonight. And turns out that Hamster me and him actually agree.
Yeah.
Or, but there's other people, forget it. Doesn't matter how rational you are. Doesn't matter how patient you are. For instance, like Happy, like Butters. He is going to defend his liberal fucking party and he'll insult you and gaslight you to do it.
Yeah. Just think of all the people that you've reached out to that made a difference. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that young person that's on the East Coast last week.
I mean,
you made a big difference
Alice,
with him.
you've changed people's thoughts and opened their eyes. And you can, I mean, that's not a small feat.
No, I listen. I appreciate that. You know, I really do. But Harley, who's the person?
He now has a safe space.
Yeah.
Oh, was
Yeah.
that Saren? I forgot her name.
I don't remember her name either, but I mean, she
He's
was
transitioning.
kind of, yeah,
Sarah
yes,
is her name.
and she was
Saren.
shocked because we accepted her. We accepted her as she is. It's fine.
And Jade.
Jade likes
Yep.
Jade enjoys my lives. Saren, and there was a native lady that night there too, and she was totally cool with the fact that we were actually having an open dialogue. And I told Saren, I said, look, Saren, I hate to tell it to you, but I hate to break it to you, but you're going to get people that, not a lot of people, but you're going to get a few knuckleheads that are going to, you know, say things, but just be strong about it. Better, remember, you're better than them, right? Anyways, they came in here, and here's their first observation of me. They thought that I was a bigot. They thought I was homophobe. Well, it turns out that I'm not. Yeah, it turns out that I actually do support these people. I support everybody.
We never thought you were.
Well, maybe you guys, but like other people, right?
You always
I
give
suppose if they come in
everybody
on live
advice.
and they only hear a part of a conversation, but anybody that stays knows differently. They really do, and you make a difference.
Yeah. Now I got to ask everybody here, and I want everybody to be honest. Okay. I want you guys to be totally honest with me. Have I ever sent you guys messages bashing anybody else?
Never.
I mean, I might have sent some messages and say, "Holy smokes, this person is really taking over the live." But besides that, I've never said that this guy is, you know, his thing's not going to work. It's like, you know what? To each his own. You want to do what you got to do. If you feel that you're making a difference in a positive way, go for it. I ain't going to get in the way.
I just
I
didn't
see
like
you
the two
sit
of them.
back and not say anything. Let someone talk.
Right, Jerry. What are you going to say, Jerry?
I just didn't like, Alice, the two of them attacking you today. Like,
Yeah,
you know, you'll see after. It's the two of them were attacking you. And if you remember a couple of weeks ago, there was another person in your live that was a moderator, and I want to say no names, but she was unblocking people.
Oh, yes, JJ.
She's involved in it too there, eh?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a, can you believe it, guys, that there's a conspiracy? There's a conspiracy to get me. It's fucking hilarious.
I know.
That's because you're making a difference.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right, Roxy.
You know what? I wish a lot of people would kind of do what I do before you get up on top and start talking and flapping your fucking gums and shit. Sit back, listen to 2-3 lives from whoever you're following, and then make a judgment call before you get up here and shoot your freaking mouth off.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you guys have noticed, I usually bring on the same people here. I got Roxy, Necktie, Harley, and Avery, Anna. Jerry, you don't come on as much because I think you probably enjoy more being in the chat section. But I trust these people. You know, I trust that when I have a live, I can lean on these people for a good fucking live. You know, I in some ways I'm loyal. I like to be loyal. Vice Grips is another one. You know, I'm going to be honest. I've never told Vice Grips this, but I never thought Vice Grips was going to come back. But he's been back a few times. So
I'm glad he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad he was on last night. That was nice to hear him.
Yeah, and again, he's Vice Grips, another guy that I always bring on. David. Okay, here's one guy that I absolutely respect. David from Alberta, the truther. That guy doesn't give a. He's not part of any fucking group. He's not part of it. He does his own thing, and at the same time he gets along with everybody. I have nothing but the utmost respect for that guy because he doesn't get involved in this fucking horse shit. If you guys know what I mean. Like he just does his own thing. He'll come on here sometimes and he'll contribute to the conversation and people like him.
I
But
like
he get
David.
involved in stuff.
I remember that night. Remember when that same night when she was in here, I asked where Duke was because Duke, I guess he had started a new account. And I had texted him a few times on email just saying what's going on. And he never texted me back. And he only texted me back after that night to tell me that he had another account. So I didn't even add him. I don't need a friend like that. I said, like if you don't want to, it's like he was playing games, like he was carrying on the games what was happening after that night.
Yeah.
But like I texted him 3 times asking him, what's your new account? I'll add you, whatever. And I never heard nothing. That's when she said, oh, he doesn't have internet. Well, that's the next day he texted me, so he had internet.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it?
I'm speechless.
So,
actually.
guys, for some people, it's not about the message; it's about their egos.
I kind of peg people pretty quick based on their ego.
Not one of us is better than anybody else.
Nope.
Right.
I'm
Preach
sure.
to the choir. I'm no damn well I'm no better than anybody else.
Me
I've
neither.
got company each.
Neither am I.
I know I'm probably on the shit list because I didn't bail on Alice, and I will not bail on Alice for anybody. Just putting that out there right now.
But Roxanne, have I ever told you? Harley, have I ever told you? Necktie, Avery, have I ever told you guys not to follow Duke?
Nope.
No.
No, and I never will. Even now, I still will never. If you guys want to go watch Duke, it's none of my business.
That's respect.
No, you've even told us to go ahead and do it.
Right. Yep.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah, the first time I ever watched Duke is because you had mentioned it. Mentioned a few of his videos.
Oh yeah, and he used to come on here all the time. He was a regular. Like he would come on to my lives and he would talk about the Mythos Canada, and people liked it. People are like, yeah, we want to hear Duke. Okay, no problem. We'll bring Duke on, and and there's a couple of instances like Serena. Serena challenged him on something, and he didn't like that too much. I think there was a few other people that challenged him also, and he didn't like that. And it's like, but anyways, it's not that it's not about that, but it's about the boundaries, right? I'm not going to cross his lines, and he shouldn't cross mine, right? Silly Pants says, "I love you more." No, I love you more.
There's a major respect in here where even though we don't all agree 100%, but we agree to disagree and we get along very well.
Yep.
It's because we're humble and we respect others' opinions.
That's right.
Yeah, if you actually look, I think I'm the only Wiccan in here.
No, you're not.
You're not wicked.
Sorry, Avery, what were you going to say?
I said, I haven't seen Common Law. There's nothing going on between you and him, is there?
No, I mean, Common Law, he's a passionate guy. Like, no, seriously, he's a passionate guy. He's really serious. He's intense.
I haven't seen anything from him, actually.
I have seen him, and he does say hi to
I've
me.
seen him today.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he came in one morning, and somebody was telling me that he might have been drinking and stuff like that. And if you guys know me in the morning, I usually don't bring people on, usually. Because it's in the morning, I just want to be calm. I'm quiet. And I like it. I like just like,
waking up.
Well, I quit drinking 20 years ago, and I seen him up at 6 a.m. still drinking.
Yeah. So he came into my live, and it was me, Roxanne, maybe I think Harley was there too, and we were just shooting the shit about something. And then he came in there, goes, oh, he wants to come on. I said, look, I'm not letting anybody on this early. He goes, oh, and then he got upset. Anyways, he's just intense. That's the way he is. But I don't think he meant anything bad about it. He's just the way he is, right?
Oh, he gets
Some
mad.
people are like
Fast. You can see he gets mad fast. If he doesn't get things don't go his
he's
way.
Intense. Yeah, he's got intensity. But I will say though, Yeah, he doesn't. He's not part of that shit. He doesn't bash this or bash that.
No, he's just extremely passionate.
Yes. Yeah. And you got to
There's
respect
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
No.
No.
I
Well,
I
respect
wouldn't
to him,
at all.
but in the morning I wouldn't be able to handle him.
No.
I don't handle drunks well.
I don't handle people, period, in the morning.
I have very low patience for a lot of stuff.
Well, here's
Don't
another
talk to
thing.
me until I have my coffee.
Well,
You
here's
guys find the older you get, the less patience you have for stupidity.
Yeah, that's why I'm angry, Anna. I know
Yeah.
that people saying you get angry. Yeah, well, yeah, because when I hear comments like, "Well, direct democracy is chaos and dictatorship," it's like, what? And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't react that way, but it's like, holy fuck, that's just that is such fucking lies. Like, where the fuck did you get that? But anyways, I was gonna say, here's a pet peeve of mine. And I'll let you guys know. I've told Roxy this. I just, again, if someone gets drunk, that's them. I just don't like when someone comes into the box and they're drunk.
Yeah.
I
Or
can't
high.
stand it.
Yeah,
I
I
see
can't stand
myself drunk too much that I couldn't stand myself, and
it. Right, Jerry?
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I just, yeah.
not
If
fun.
you're here to talk, for fuck's sakes, be sober.
No.
No, I
That's
remember
it.
drunk with me. I didn't want to talk to me either.
Yeah,
I don't
And
do
you know what?
drunk.
Alice, honestly,
Yes.
somebody drunk on live triggers me.
right? It
I
does.
feel
It's a good
It's not
trigger
gonna-
for me after being married to one.
Right, yeah, there you go, Anna. See?
I grew up with it.
That's exactly why, Anne. That's exactly why.
Yeah. And there was one other day you guys were talking about abuse or something, and I had to leave. It triggered my past, what I've been through, and
Mhm.
I had to leave. I just left because I couldn't handle it. That's the two triggers I have is talking about
I have-
abuse because what dear?
I have done the same thing, Anne. I've gone out because I
Yeah.
just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it's just better to leave and
Well, I mean, that's a good thing, you know. You know when you have to go.
yeah. Yeah, and that's my two triggers in life is a drunk and abusive person, and I don't have any patience anymore. I used to,
yeah.
but I don't.
And by the
I
way,
was a nurse.
Avery, you made me hungry. I had to go down and get a pizza.
Jerry, if you mention pineapple, we're no longer friends.
I don't eat
You just did,
pineapple.
Roxy.
I hate pineapple on pizza.
Aha.
Oh, Jerry, you just
Good
said that.
man, Jerry. Good
Oh,
man.
come on. Pineapple on
Pineapple is-
pizza's good.
Nope.
Roxy, Happier did say something. And it was directed towards you.
Oh.
Wait a second. What did Happier say? Oh, yes. Happier said, sorry, Happier. I don't mean to put you on the spot here. How do you feel about me, Roxy?
Oh, I read
yeah.
that.
Did you read that? Okay.
I told Happier he was good people.
Yeah, he
There you go,
turned out
Happier.
to be good people, really good people. And
Yeah,
Hamster
Happier's pretty
turned out
cool.
to be okay.
Yeah, actually, you know who's a cool guy too is Neil. I don't know if you guys remember Neil. Neil's a great
Yeah.
guy. I don't
Yeah.
get the whole Zelensky thing, but Neil is a funny fucking guy. He's
You
another
don't
guy
hear
that
from
comes on.
TikToker anymore, do you?
I have him on Facebook. He's another nice guy too.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I don't want to say his name, but he's a good guy.
You actually had two Neils on here, Neil Brown and Neil Butt.
Yes, and they're both good guys. I haven't seen the other Neil in a long time.
No,
And then there's the other guy from Vancouver, the poor guy,
Brian.
Brian. I haven't seen him in a while, but he used to come on My Lives in the Morning, and he's funny. He's really funny.
But the majority of people that come on here are good people.
Oh yeah.
I've
You
made
get
a
the
lot of friends
trolls.
since I came on here.
What?
What's that?
I said I made a lot of friends since I came on here.
Me too.
Yep.
Yep.
This is the first live in 3 years I feel comfortable in, like with the people. Everybody else is crazy, like, you know.
Jer-
I
I
Because
feel
appreciate
we're
that,
more,
all
Jerry.
equally assholes.
I feel
The
more
only thing I
comfortable
don't
with
like
you
is that
guys than I
Butters
do with
there. I
people I
can't
know.
stand that guy there, but
We're a little crazy sometimes.
That's okay.
And
Yeah.
you guys,
yeah, but
I look forward to these lives because I live alone. I get lonely, and you guys you can't just keep calling your
Sweetheart,
friends all
you
the time.
message me. I'll send you my phone number and we can talk anytime you need. I live alone too.
Okay, yeah, that would be good. I was going to exchange with Roxy too. I
Yeah.
haven't done that yet. So
You can
Roxy,
call me anytime.
I'll private message my phone number to you.
Oh, by the way,
Okay.
guys, Roxanne is going to be doing a live, eh?
I know, that's awesome,
So,
Roxanne.
Roxanne, let me know when you're doing your live because I won't do mine.
I want to
Yeah, I'll get on that.
I've done a couple lives, but I was really nervous. When I get nervous, I can't talk or
Yeah, but
I'm
Anna,
never-
why do you get nervous? Just connect with the people that you're with. Just
I know, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know why I get nervous, to be honest. I do, though. When I get nervous, I can't speak properly.
right.
And most of my lives are about mental health and stuff like that because of what I go through.
Uh-huh.
And and usually, I think one time I didn't. I end my lives and even my videos, I end with, love you all. And if you need me, just send me a message. It doesn't matter how miserable I am or not. The nurse in me would help anybody.
Yep. I also want to mention Donna too. Donna comes on my lives quite a bit too. So Donna's another really good person. There was somebody else too, man. There's so many people. There's even some people I haven't seen in a while. Occasionally they'll come back on to say hello, which
Don't
is kind of
forget
nice.
Michelle. Michelle's in here.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Michelle too. Michelle's another sweetheart. Oh,
Rondi.
Frankie,
Lee.
Rondi. Frankie is. I'm friends with Frankie on Facebook. Joanne, I haven't seen in a long time. But I still have.
There's
I'm
Pam.
Still friends with Pam is another one. Yes. Oh my goodness, Peaches. How can I forget about Peaches? Peaches.
Can't forget Pete.
Peaches is a sweetheart. So there's a lot of good people.
There are.
I got a message from somebody on TikTok telling me how she enjoys the lives. So I'm like,
Nice.
well, I appreciate that.
Nice.
So sometimes I do get a little intense, but you have to understand, I'm really concerned. Honestly, I'm really concerned for not me. I'm more concerned about the younger generation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
what
I
scares
was getting
me.
ready to text you tonight and ask you where the hell you were at.
Yes, you said
Yeah,
that, Roxy.
seeing it.
Give them hell.
We like the debate here too.
Yeah, we do.
It works good when you got a whole bunch of people that get along well.
That
We're
is so
good.
true.
We're a good fit with each other.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we've all become good friends.
Yep.
And I only started like joining lives about 3 months ago. Like I think Mercury was the first one I ever joined, but I only started using TikTok to do videos in October because I kind of did a course on how to do your own videos and what to do, and then I started seeing lives and I seen people trying to grift, like pay for my rent and my cat food and blah blah blah. And then I didn't know how to get rid of them. Two young lads that are always trying to grift, so I got rid of them so they're not in my feed anymore. And then so I realized how to do that, and then I came across yours, Alice's, and I kind of listened a couple times and joined, and then you let me
I
in the box.
remember that.
You let me in the box one day, and I thought, yippee.
Yep.
When you
No,
first joined me.
I
I
fought
totally
coming in
remember
the
those,
box.
Avery. Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah, I remember when the first time Roxy, we were actually baiting Roxy. I think it was Cheryl too. Cheryl was egging her on, so was I. And then she finally came on. And then when she started talking, Like all the fucking guys melted.
That
Yeah,
is so
all
true.
the guys started
I
melting. They're
don't
like,
think
holy
so.
shit, is Roxy gonna be on again? Is Roxy gonna be on?
Roxy, it's your voice. It really
It
is.
is. You got a phenomenal voice.
Roxy did an audio book that would put me to sleep. I would sleep to it
Yeah.
because I have trouble sleeping at night.
Yeah.
I love hearing her voice, and I'm a woman, and I'm not gay, but I love hearing her voice.
That's what I said last night, Anna. I'm a woman and I'm not gay either, but I love her voice.
I do too.
It's calming. It's absolutely calming.
Very,
Yes.
very. I would meditate to her voice.
Somebody said that actually. I think it was Lace. Lace
Yeah,
said that.
and I
Roxanne should
would.
be-
If you did a meditation
That's
video,
what she
I
said.
would take my phone to bed and I would listen to it, and I bet you I'd fall asleep. And I've had a hard time meditating lately. But your voice, just when I hear your voice, I'm calm.
I'll have to do a second career.
You
Well,
should.
you know
can
what
make
you'd be
money
good at?
doing it.
You'd be good at that. The what is that? Where they do the noises and the talking and the whispering.
Oh, yes.
EMSR. I
Not
think
really
you'd be
sure.
great at that, Roxy.
She's thinking.
I remember Roxy told me, well, everybody thinks that I sound like a kid. I'm like, who? Who said that? That's the most outrageous fucking thing I've ever heard. You sound like a kid. You don't sound like a kid at all.
Thank you.
No, she doesn't. Just soft spoken.
Well, you got to question those people like in Cape Breton there, Roxy.
They're a bunch of assholes.
That came out easy. Oh, shit.
I've
Reese
always
Toast
hated
came
my
out there,
own
Roxy.
voice until now.
Your East Coast came out there, Roxy.
Oh, did it?
Arse.
Arse?
Yeah, arseholes.
I feel like a seal.
Seems
Okay,
like
now
we've
that
come
my
to
face is
Get
deep,
you and
I'll change
Alice
the subject.
together, Roxy.
What?
I'm still on my original goal to try and get you and Alice together.
I'd like he could
Figure out
handle
how
me,
I'm going to
please,
do it,
Anna.
but I know you want it.
He
She
couldn't
doesn't-
handle me.
She doesn't like me. She doesn't like me.
You couldn't
And-
handle me if I gave you the instructions.
Yes,
I-
that's
I
what we
think
need.
so.
Those two in the same room.
All right,
Yeah,
see you,
okay.
Christina.
Yeah. I mean, they're made for one another. I've been like trying to get them together from the very beginning.
So what are we gonna do with the homeless?
Oh, nice catch there, Roxy.
Yes, what do we
Nice.
do with the homeless people?
Fail.
Second.
Yeah, Roxy, you just did a Trudeau, just changing topics.
Avery, I'm starting to think you don't like me. First the
funny.
pineapple, now the Trudeau remark.
I love you, Roxy.
Why my tax dollars going to people who hate me?
What?
I don't know.
Hate me.
Oh,
Same reason ours is.
oh, hi, Allie.
Oh, Allie's another one.
Allie's another one. Allie thought that I was misogynist. Didn't you, Allie? You thought that, you silly girl.
Allie, I've been trying to get those two together from the very beginning. I have, really. You ask
Happier,
Alice.
Happier says change the subject.
Thank you.
I think they'd
Yeah,
be
yeah,
good for
yeah.
each
You
other.
don't change the subject when he's talking, though, Roxy.
Oh, I got a confession. Allie's got a confession. She does love me now. So thanks, Allie. I love you too.
Okay.
But speaking about the homeless, if we took the $9 billion that they gave
Yeah.
Ukraine, isn't that 100,000 houses? About
Yeah.
100,000 apiece? If-
Do you know what? If I had that kind of money, first of all, in every city across Canada, I would build a rehab center because they don't have them down here anymore.
Well, there's so many like hospitals and
Yeah.
You know, schools like here in North Bay, they shut down the hospital, the 2 hospitals and built a new one. The 2 old ones would have been perfect for the homeless, and there's so much homeless in North Bay, Ontario right now that it's crazy. You know,
There's a hospital in Spring Hill. It has emergency sometimes, and the rest of the time it's virtual health, and everything else is offices except one floor that has become a rehabilitation floor from people that have fallen and broken a hip or leg or stuff, and the rest of the floors aren't used. Yet, when the virtual health is on, they have 4 RNs on, sitting at the desk.
Okay,
well,
Roger.
they can't say there's not a way. There's a way. There's buildings all over in every city that can be turned into it. It's the government. And
I agree, Jerry.
It's money. It's money.
I agree, Jerry.
That bastard walks out the front of the out of the front of the Parliament building, and if he stands there, he can see the homeless on the street across from the Parliament buildings.
That's right, Kenny. I agree with you.
Like,
But he doesn't come out the front doors, Ann. He actually goes in the underground tunnels.
well, I've seen him go through the front doors. He sure did when the terrorist convoy was in Ottawa. He went through the front doors and smiled and waved at everybody.
That was for pictures.
Not much, Kenny. Hope you're doing good.
He is the only one that can aggravate me so much that I know if you took my blood pressure, it would be sky high. I stopped watching the news because I was spending most of my time standing up and yelling at my TV.
I can't even watch videos of him anymore on TikTok. Even looking at him today, right now, there makes me sick.
Yeah,
just
no,
to hear
I
the voice
cannot.
there.
He does something to me. I think if I ever met him in person, I would slap him.
I'd like to see
And
that.
I would do it for nothing. Oh, I would.
That's the whole point of this political system, is to basically, it's sort of like wrestling. You got your bad guys, you got your good guys.
There's 2 bad guys.
I was in a new political party when I met Alice, and now I don't give a shit about political parties because of Alice. But I remember the leader of this party said to me, he said, I would love to see you, unleash you in Parliament and watch him take a strip off every one of them. He said, and I would be sitting there cheering you on. That's how much I hate.
Well, that's
government.
why I like this life so much, because Alice thinks the same way I do. The government is, we don't want it. We want a different system. I've always said the same thing.
Well, I had always told this new party, I really truly believe in it. And if I thought it was going to go anywhere, I would still be in it, but it's not. And
I just want to answer this guy's comment here. People want change, but they don't want to make changes, so they blame their leaders. Listen, they're not my leaders. They're not my leaders.
Nope.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I bring this guy up here because other people want to. Hopefully, we can provoke some sort of conversation that will lead to self-governance. And I'm not interested in this system.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's your
India
PM, not mine. I never voted for
India
any of them.
hates him. China hates him.
Right, but I never voted for any of them, so technically he's not my PM because he doesn't act like it.
If Ukraine likes them so much, why can't they take them? We'll give them
I
child
wish they
support.
would.
Right?
$1 a year.
Put a uniform on them and a flak jacket and let them fight for Ukraine. Right in the front line.
You know
Keep
what,
the
though?
money
Here's
we
the
gave
thing.
you interest free.
Exactly. Here's the thing, though. You sit there and you say that nobody hates him. Fine. I mean, I guess you're okay with the fact that he let in a Yahtzee into part. And you know what? I'm going to beat that story like a fucking dead horse. But he let in a Yahtzee into Parliament, and you're okay with that, right? Because I know a lot of liberals are.
That's right, Brisky.
You got it. Voting doesn't matter. Less than 24% of the population voted Liberal in the last election. There you go.
How can
I'd love to
anybody
do
be
that.
okay with it?
My grandfather fought in the war. And he was asked by his troop leader, whoever he was, to go over to the bush line and look for snipers. They got out of he got out of the tank. Everybody else stayed behind. As he got to the bush line, a bomb dropped on his tank, and he lost everybody in his battalion. So yeah, I have an issue with
My
people.
granddad was never the same, Harley.
My dad fought in the war.
The speaker took full responsibility. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but don't forget that the RCMP vets, and I think Roxy was telling me that there's also additional parliament security that also vet.
Yep.
And then whatever they find, they present to the government. So really, again, it's I mean, I blame all the politicians, but since he's the prime minister, he should get the full brunt of it.
And nobody comes in Parliament without that vetting being done.
Yes.
Right. Self-governance is governing yourself, not others. I agree. And that's what I want.
And
Everybody comes
here's the
together
thing.
to vote on each directly.
I'm not excusing the other parties for this because they have a list ahead of time before people even come in there of who's coming in. They can't look it up. I'm sorry, if I'm opposition, I'm going to look up who you're bringing in.
Didn't Peter Bugle eat dinner with him or something?
Okay, first of all, you can't even pick up the recyclables from freaking Parliament Hill if you have a criminal record. So you really think you're not going to get vetted more than that to get inside?
And Skylar, it wasn't just our Parliament there. They had a dignitary, a president from another country in that building. That would heighten security 10 times over.
Yeah. I think he has more security than any prime minister because I've seen him come through Nova Scotia and I've never seen so many security vehicles in front and behind him. I was shocked. Because he's a little pansy.
Well, when the speaker was reading the speech he apparently wrote, soon as he read the part that he fought against the Russians, he knew right then. So why wouldn't the RCMP or the parliamentary security know?
Yeah, like everybody said, he's the fall guy.
Did anybody ever pick up a history book before?
And I bet you he's got a full pension.
Oh, yeah.
I
Because
bet
he
you
was the fall guy.
I almost bet you Anthony Arota had no idea that was coming.
Yeah.
Until he read those words, and then the minute he got out of there, he knew he's done.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see who they put in next.
Yeah, happier. I do agree. I think they all fucking knew. And what does that say? That they all basically agreed to bring in a Yahtzee into Parliament Hill.
Don,
And
you
then
really believe Trudeau is a good prime minister?
Right. But
Honestly.
at the same time, too, yeah, just don't forget, liberals, that taxpayers have to pay, what, $8 billion to fund Yahtzees.
Yeah. Do you remember back when he let this kid, his mother's in England, his father's in Canada, and he went to jail because at 16 years old he joined ISIS, and he went to jail here in Canada. Trudeau let him out, paid him $1 million to go around to universities and talk about what happened. That wasn't that long ago. That was maybe the first year or two that he was prime minister that he did that. He's
Yeah, but Shlomo, I'm not saying to vote for PP, Pierre Poilievre. No, that's not my solution.
No.
Well, why do you guys keep, honestly, just because I complain about Trudeau, by default, do you think that I'm going to support Jagmeet or I'm going to support any other political party?
Nope, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of fucking puppets.
The only thing is, what would happen if, let's just say, the scenario that nobody in Canada voted. That would mean he would stay in, though, would it not?
Yeah.
So we're screwed either way.
Okay, Shlomo, do you not understand? He let in a fucking Yahtzee.
Yeah.
They all let in a Yahtzee. What? Why can't you got? Aren't you Jewish?
It's not
Are you
just
okay with-
JT.
Are you okay with the fact that they all let this Yahtzee in? And you guys want to talk about bashing J? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
And during Yom
Skylar.
Kippur of all times,
Okay, well then, Shlomo,
You should
why do
be
you keep
offended.
talking about us hurting JT's feelings? Fuck him.
Skylar, it doesn't matter who.
He didn't care
was
about yours.
responsible.
I don't care who voted in the speaker. Why does that even matter? Holy shit.
It happened
You
in
see,
our
Anna?
government.
You see
That's
why I
the
get upset,
problem.
Anna?
Oh, no.
Alice, take a breath.
100%, hun.
Oh my God.
I'm not muting him or anything just because you need to vent.
Right. Yeah,
Donna?
but it doesn't really matter who voted who did. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a bunch of politicians who let in a Yahtzee.
Yes.
All of them. Not
Right.
just
It was a-
Trudeau.
it was our
NDP,
government.
conservative.
Shlomo, I said all of them. What part of all of them? All of them. All.
Part, right?
All.
It was a disgrace to our government. It was a slap in the face to the veterans, to the
Yes.
Jewish community. Look
Oh
at the
my
bigger
God.
picture
All
here.
of them.
It's not about Trudeau. It's not about all those little yuppies in there. It's about what it represented to those people.
But Roxanne, we're getting Jewish people that are sympathizing for Justin Trudeau. Like, I can't fucking believe it.
Sweet
Jewish
Jesus.
people that are sympathizing for Justin Trudeau.
We're lost.
Shlomo, what age
Christy, I
bracket are
haven't
you
heard
in?
either.
That's right, Brisky. Yeah, but Shlomo, we're talking about an entire parliament chamber that applauded a Yahtzee. All of them are responsible. Okay. And all you want to talk about is why are we bashing on Trudeau? Did you not see that they let on a Yahtzee? How many times do I got to explain it to you?
Pardon me, you're calling him a senior citizen?
No. I
No.
asked Shlomo what age bracket he is in. He says he's a senior citizen. Then he should be more outraged than we are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh my God, no one knew. Oh my holy
They
shit.
all knew.
What a clown.
They all knew.
Shlomo, you know what's crazy? The fact that you're justifying Justin Trudeau. That's crazy.
Skylar,
You're
you're
not
not
talking about
helping either.
you're not talking about the mistake that they all made. No. You're talking about why am I bashing on Trudeau? Holy fuck, dude.
And Skylar said, are you listening? No one knew.
Well, that's funny because they give out a list. They give out a list the day before who's going to be in the house.
Exactly, Harley.
That means they did not do their job.
Okay,
Yeah.
Skylar, let's say Rhoda didn't know.
And if
Does
they don't
that
like it,
change
they
the
don't have to
outcome
be
of
on
what
here.
happened?
Hold on, one at a time, please.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Roxy.
Let's say Rhoda didn't know. Does that change the outcome of what happened? Not one little bit. It's a disgrace. It's a slap in the face. And people are upset about it. So deciding who is at fault doesn't fucking matter.
That's
yes,
right.
exactly.
You're right.
Is that going to change Poland's mind from wanting him back? Nope. Look at the bigger picture, Skylar. I don't give a shit who knew. Because as far as I think they all did.
If you look at all of Trudeau's scandals, you will see there's always a fall guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Shlomo, I hope you understand that by you saying things like, why are you bashing Justin Trudeau? You are justifying his behavior. You're basically telling me that there's no reason for me to be bashing on Trudeau. I'm sorry, but again, I'm gonna mention this like a million fucking times, but he let in a Yahtzee, and the other politicians, political parties acknowledged it also. They allowed it too.
They gave him a standing ovation.
Yep.
AP and anybody else that's on here, if you don't like what he's saying, then just don't be on. That's as easy as that. It's Alice's live, and he can think and say whatever he wants.
LOL says, I think all political parties need. Yep. Who's the House Speaker
Yeah.
who brought him in? Oh my God. Okay, the House Speaker invited. Just because you invite someone doesn't necessarily mean that they're allowed to be in the Parliament. They have to go through a vetting process, Susie Q.
You're right, Johnny.
Susie, are you a Yahtzee sympathizer too? You're a Yahtzee sympathizer. You guys are despicable. Honestly, you guys are so fucking despicable that you guys actually support Yahtzees. I can't believe it that I'm actually talking to other fucking Canadians who sympathize with fucking Yahtzees. This is incredible. And you guys have the nerve to call convoy people Yahtzees?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he told you he vetted him, did he? Oh, that's nice.
Oh my God.
Susie Q. I don't know.
No wonder the world is so messed up with people like this.
Yeah. Trudeau
Yeah,
doesn't
If they
speak for
did,
any
you know what?
Canadian.
But they're bringing up this
You're
argument of,
right.
oh yeah, but the Speaker invited him. Oh yeah, but why are you bashing on Trudeau? Guys, none of that matters. None of that fucking matters. The fact of the matter is, if someone allowed a Yahtzee into Parliament, and they all stand and they all applauded twice.
If you're a CEO of a big company and somebody screws up, who takes the fall? If the company loses $500 million,
The
who
little
takes
people.
the fall?
Mm-hmm.
The CEO goes down for it. Eventually, he's going to go.
Yep.
He's not going to stay CEO. Like,
Well, who's the owner going to fire? He's going to fire the
Okay.
one who's supposed to control it.
Okay, but Susie, you are a Yahtzee sympathizer because you're bringing up the stupidest fucking points that have nothing to do with the fact. Don't you understand that they're vetted by the RCMP?
In the House of Commons.
And the House of Commons, yes.
And vetting just doesn't mean doing a criminal check on you. They look into your whole past. So he was a war vet. They would look into what regiment and what side he fought for.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Plain and
Especially
simple.
when you got a president from another country coming.
Exactly, necktie.
Skylar, educate me, please.
Oh, just ignore that one's just.
Oh,
that's
I
all
want to
he
hear.
does.
I
Every
want to
time he's
read what
on
she
here,
has to say. Just
never has anything
close your
good.
eye.
But I just don't understand why we're having this argument about who votes for who. Yeah, you know that it's this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what? There was the Liberal Party that allowed it. There was the Conservative Party that could have stopped it, and there was the NDP that could have stopped it. But you know what? All three of them did nothing but clap.
And I just want to remind everybody, they all want Trudeau to step down. Have you looked who's next in line? You don't want that.
Can't believe there's actually someone worse than him. Holy fuck!
It's nobody's. But the main problem now is the bad relations between Poland and Canada.
Yeah.
That's what this did.
Yes, Susie. Yes, they're all to blame. Did you not listen to what I was saying? Did you not listen to what everybody else is saying?
Yeah, I think you said that over and over again.
Oh, holy smokes. Like 50 million times.
you got it.
Alice, get a whiteboard or a chalkboard and use that as your green screen. That way you can write stuff down and they can just read it.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, but they'll still
That's a
disagree.
great idea.
They'll still bring up these stupid, irrelevant comments about
Be
nothing.
like one of them old nun teachers, just point really hard to the screen every time
Yes.
they ask the same
With
question.
with my middle finger.
Yep.
The only way you can get rid of both of them at the same time is if they're actually taken down in handcuffs.
Oh, we can only hope.
Well, half the country hates him. His wife left him. His life isn't getting any better.
No.
Everybody's so anxious for him to resign, but they're forgetting who's next in line. You don't want that. She's
We
been pulling
definitely
his
don't want
strings all the way along.
Yeah.
No, but gee,
Yeah,
something
I
has
think
to be done. I can't keep going like this.
the
I know Freeland's not going to be any better, that's for sure.
oh
But
my God,
Oh, it should be 100 times worse.
He's
bobblehead.
only next in line if he steps down.
Yeah,
That's
virtual. Virtual asylum. Sorry, dude. What is your issue? Like seriously, with the condescending comments, do we think that we're? But who says that we're intellectuals? I'm dumb. Okay, I'm a stupid ass.
He speaks truth.
I'm
Virtual?
a big dummy.
I'm half dyslexic, so there you go.
I think I'm a pretty fucking smart chick, so yeah, I'll go head to head with you.
I'm not
I
the
don't know.
smartest
I don't know who the fuck
cookie
you
in the
think you
jar,
is.
but you know, it's all right.
All right, Shlomo. See you later. But Shlomo, you should really think about what you said tonight. Honestly, I'm
Don't
just saying.
think you're insulting us. We're just trying to have a conversation.
Okay, who's the lesser of evils to vote for? Listen, you vote.
I have a good night.
You vote for evil. It's evil.
Yeah.
Virtual asylum. That's your opinion. That's your opinion, buddy. If you think I'm rude, then that's your opinion. I haven't been rude to anybody. I'm speaking facts. Sometimes I get it wrong. Some people correct me. I'm okay with that.
Okay, I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do, but this is what I'm doing. I'm not voting because I'm tired of this game of voting for the less of two evils. Because you know what? They're playing the same bloody game. Stop voting. They want you to vote because they want to know how many people are still falling for their games.
Yeah.
Last time I voted was 98 in the referendum in Quebec.
And I
Really?
stopped
Really?
voting a
Yeah.
couple
Wow.
years when he
Wow,
got
that's
in.
old, huh?
We had no choice. The bloc was going to separate.
Oh,
That's
yes,
what-
that's right. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we brought in, Sarah. Hey, it
Yeah,
was
but wait a second, Jerry. No, Jerry. That is a vote I would participate in, though.
yeah, but after I realized it, but we had. You see how it was in Quebec here, the French against the English, and
That's right.
It wasn't too good here, you know.
Yeah. No, it was pretty bad those times. But you know what, though, Jerry? But still, you voted in a democratic process. That I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
definitely vote in a referendum.
Yeah,
And to
yeah.
answer your question, Susie Q, but if you don't vote, you don't have a voice. We don't have a voice. We don't. We
Nope.
have
They
no
Alice,
put
voice.
it in
who was
running
it?
anyways.
Exactly.
Who was it that said on the bottom of the ballot that, what is it, we vote non-confidence or something? Who was it that said that? Something similar to that. It was on here.
Say it again.
It was someone said on here not that long ago.
Yeah.
If you're not going to vote, at least go in and put on the bottom about something about
Oh.
we vote.
Yeah,
don't
but
think that works.
I think it's a good idea. But the problem is that might be illegal. I don't know for a fact, but
They
Matt.
just throw the ballot out.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
illegal.
Throw the ballot.
Throw the
Sorry,
ballot.
Harley. Harley. What'd you say?
No, I don't remember now.
Yeah,
No,
that was
My
kind of
train of thought, it gone.
It was a lie. It was a lie. No.
What Matt
They
said was.
know.
What Matt said is that you should fill out a fourth option. Like, let's say if you have 3-4 options
Yeah.
on the ballot, we'll add another option, put direct democracy, remove the crown.
Yes.
And I thought that was.
You're
I
not
thought that
allowed
was,
doing that though.
but I don't think you're allowed to do that, right? My question is to you. My question is: do you think World War II maybe was not total truth? Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, whoever wins the wars writes histories, writes the history. So yeah, you know what? Maybe we don't know 100% with what actually happened in World War II.
But we do know a lot of Jews died.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
once again, our veterans took an oath to the crown and parliament, and they fought. And that's sad too.
I know my granddad was gone for years, and he came back, and he was never the same.
When I
Yeah,
was
my
married, my husband's grandfather lost his leg in the war. And my second husband, his father they came from Holland. She would not talk about the war, and he would watch the movies, and he wouldn't say anything other than that's not how it happened. He was a pilot. And you talk about two people that hated Germans, even if it was a German that was born 10 years ago, they would not let them in the house.
I knew somebody
That's how
like that too.
badly they hated the Germans.
Canada has always been involved. Yep.
Yeah, it sure has.
Yes, Skylar, you know what? The first comment that I actually agree with you. Our world has gone nuts. Yes, it has.
You know, our income tax came into play after World War II or during World War II.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe we should stop paying taxes.
Yeah, a
It
lot of
was
people are
supposed to
saying
be
that.
cut off after the
listen.
war.
Hey, you know
The
what? A lot of people are
want to
doing
do
that,
it.
eh? A lot of people are not paying their taxes. You know what? I don't fucking blame them. My
Oh,
dad
yeah?
was in the RS,
What, hit him where it
RTAF.
hurts?
Not once did he speak of his wartime. You know why, Allie? Because there's a lot of trauma these poor people have to go through. Can you imagine you're holding a gun, you're on foreign soil, and you're killing people. For what? For what? Okay, then so maybe we should reserve our judgment. My pop was a pilot in World War II. I just don't agree. Yeah, but what is it that you don't agree? Asylum. So what are you going to do? No health care. Well, I didn't even mention healthcare. Do I agree with healthcare? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, see, there you go. Your dad had PTSD. Yeah. Okay, can I tell you a story about that? Okay, this is Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura was telling a story about his dad, who was in the Second World War. After the World War, he could not drive a car anymore.
Oh.
But hold on a second. The reason why is because he was part of the tank battalion. And when he was, I guess one day when he was driving the tank, he heard crunches.
Oh.
And all he heard, and basically what that was he was running over dead bodies. And because of it, he developed this PTSD, and he had this fear of driving. He couldn't drive.
Jesus.
A friend of mine, he did a tour overseas, and his job was if a tank blew up or someone stepped on landmine, his job was to pick up the body parts. You talk about PTSD. Just
We have
when
no
you think,
idea what these poor people went through.
no, like, and just hearing the stories, well, it brings tears to my eyes. We're lucky. I mean,
Hello,
when you
Thomas.
really think, we're lucky in many ways. We don't have to do that. But I don't know.
Yeah, my father-in-law was in the Korean War, and he never worked a day in his life after he got out. He couldn't. And he talked about it, the killing and all.
Yeah, it's you know what, Jerry, man, I've never experienced it. I don't want to.
No,
No.
it's stories, and he would only tell me. He wouldn't even tell his sons or his daughters. He would talk to me about it, and I'll tell you some of the stories, man. You know, if he had to kill a lot of people, and he didn't like it.
No.
Can you imagine having to do that?
No, he
If
was
you're
forced
told
to
to?
kill. Yeah, and you used to go into these different little tents, I guess, or whatever you call them, villages, and you didn't know if they were going to jump out or kill you, or if they were friend or foe, or you just didn't know.
How about the POV camps? Germans were Eisenhower starved them to death. I'll tell you this much: death doesn't matter who it is. It's not right. Now, the whole German thing. I know a lot of people that were fighting in the German army did not agree with the mustache man, but they didn't really have a choice because if they didn't, then they were gonna die anyway. So I don't really know what to say about that. It's a rock and a hard place. Why are conservatives so easily controlled? It's a bizarre thing. Vivek, you might want to talk to a conservative.
So why isn't our government trying to promote peace instead of promoting a war?
Right.
Instead of
Because I think,
throwing money at it, like,
but he's got to be getting something back.
Bambina, I agree, 100%.
He's-
The world needs a cleanse.
He's got the
yes.
refugees here from Ukraine that are going to vote for him because he's helping Ukraine. There's always an ulterior motive to what this man does.
But not even him, it's the Canadians too. It's people everywhere.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Dua Libra. He's being blackmailed. Who's being blackmailed? Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah,
Such against
really.
torture and revenge to death. I never said it was
Well,
okay. Yeah, I never said
He
it was
was
okay.
on Epstein's list.
No doubt. And you know, nothing's going to come out of that list. Nothing.
Okay, so Dua Libra, I have to say that you know what? By your comments, you are a Yahtzee sympathizer. I can't fucking believe that you liberals actually support Yahtzeeism. Wow. Yes, you are. The fact that you're calling this guy, you're saying that this guy's being fucking blackmailed, but it honestly exposes you for who you are.
We didn't starve the Germans. God. And refugees can vote because when he brought all the Muslims over, they voted. They didn't even have their Canadian citizenship. He said when they come into the country, they're Canadians and gave them voting privileges. So yeah, refugees can vote.
Okay, so the reason why I say Yahtzee is because if you say the other one, you can get banned.
I agree.
Okay, sorry, Dua. Maybe I misunderstood you. I apologize. Okay, but you did say that JT got blackmailed.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. When JT gets what did JT get blackmailed?
No idea.
Maybe
No
for the
clue.
girl he
I
had
think he
sex
was
with.
on that list.
Okay, so explain to me how JT got blackmailed.
You know, arguing with these people is draining.
I know, right? No, I
Never ending.
apologize to Dua. I apologize to Dua, but I want to hear Dua explain to me why they blackmailed JT. Maybe I got something wrong. Okay, fine. Okay, you know what? I apologize, Dua. I just want you to explain to me how JT got blackmailed. Okay, again, Dua, I apologize. I want you to explain to me how JT got blackmailed. This is the fourth fucking time I've had to
I'm
say that.
sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Maybe you should spell it, Alice.
I'm just picturing that whiteboard behind you.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, I don't know. I just have a feeling I have no interest in talking to anyone in this life. Okay, then get the fuck out of here then.
See
How
ya.
about that?
Bye.
Here, I'll help you. I'll give you a hand with that. You
Yeah,
stupid
kick
ass.
him out.
You come here and you say that JT got blackmailed. So then you're basically saying that it's okay to let Yahtzees into Parliament. What a fucking dumbass.
Oh, God. Alice, you have the patience of a saint. You really do.
He does.
I'll say.
Actually, what's the name? Virtual Asylum. So you're aware of you're awake. Are you awake to the? Yes, I've heard of the Zionists. Yeah, I don't agree with them 100 at all.
Oh, I watched a video today thinking of the crown because we're still got the crown over our heads. That she was child trafficked buy the crown.
Alexandra says he was not blackmailed. JP colors were shown. Yep, 100%. But Alexandra, apparently Dua, says that he got blackmailed.
We do know he's somebody's
when
puppet.
everybody already freaking knows about it.
If you don't
Can't
want,
blackmail somebody with common knowledge. Like, hello.
okay, virtual asylum. I'm not gonna get into. I'm not gonna get into a conversation about the Holocaust for fuck's sakes. Like, you got to be fucking serious, dude. I'm not gonna get to that conversation. I do have people that believe that there's an alternative story to it. Yes, but I don't subscribe to any of that. Skylar,
You just talk
okay.
anybody that survived the Holocaust.
Sorry, and I don't mean to interrupt you, guys.
No.
How many times have I complained about Ford?
Oh, Jesus, I can't count that high.
We all hate him.
Oh my
Him and
God.
Trudeau are sleeping buddies.
Yeah,
Oh my
they're all.
Hi, Skylar. We just got him off of poor old 40.
Oh my
Me
God,
too.
good. I hope Ford's done. Good, great. That sounds great. Can't stand the guy.
The whole fucking gang of them.
Yeah,
He hung a
exactly.
pork
Drew.
chop around his neck and ran away.
Yeah, Bonnie Crummy on the liberal side. Yes, I hear.
Oh, you guys are funny.
It's the only way anyone's going to ever lick him.
War crime.
Well, at least
Sorry,
you guys
Khalid.
can laugh.
Sorry, Khalid. When you say war crime, who are you referring to? Sorry. Justin's just an asset. Yeah, I believe that.
An ass, maybe.
Okay, guys, what's this guy's problem? I guess you guys think that box cutters took down the Twin Towers. What?
Oh my God.
No, we know that was an inside joke.
Oh, okay. Neil, thank you, Neil.
Where's my bottle of whiskey at?
Hopefully, Neil's going to bring some comic relief to this chat.
Pour me a drink and
buddy.
have one for me, Roxy.
How you doing, Neil?
I'm going to start drinking.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to start drinking again.
No, Jerry, don't.
No.
Don't worry.
Oh, we won't let you,
I
Jerry.
No,
Jerry,
I
I'll have
wouldn't.
one for you, okay?
Don't do it, Jerry.
That's good. That's good.
How you doing, Neil?
You might have to come rescue us and bail us out of jail, but yeah.
Not a problem. I'll do it anytime.
Me first, I'm closest.
yeah. Anytime you need help, I'll be there.
Thank you.
You know,
Yes, sorry.
today was Reconciliation Day in our school.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
it was today, and there Monday's a holiday for and celebrating it.
Is it Monday?
Yeah.
I thought it was
No.
today.
I thought it was
Today was
tomorrow.
Reconciliation Day, but Monday is when they're going to have a day off because of it.
Huh?
Okay, well, up here, it was today that they had the day off.
Okay, here, well, I know where I live, it's Monday's a holiday. Even for government offices, it's a holiday
My
in
sweater?
Amherst.
See my sweater?
Yep,
Orange shirt day.
Nice.
Yep,
that's right.
today was Orange
Yep.
Shirt Day. But my point was, someone asked me where my orange T-shirt was. I don't own anything orange. I said
I don't either.
I don't buy anything orange because, well, that's why I haven't gone to jail. I don't look good in it.
I wore it
I've
too long.
never worn orange, ever.
Not
What's
by
wrong with
choice.
orange, though? Orange is a cool color.
It's not a color you wear by choice. Fuck that.
No.
I
No,
like that color. I like orange. I like to look like a pumpkin.
well, that's
Oh, you
okay.
are weird.
I look good in yellow, not orange.
You look good in blue. My
Probably
favorite
look good in
color.
my bed sheets too, but we're not talking about that, are we?
No.
We're not going there.
Neil says Trump wears orange by choice.
Trump's skin is orange.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he's talking about.
You
Neil's
wouldn't have
talking
to
about
wear
that.
it.
looking dude.
Tamara Leach.
What
Well, that's
about
why they call it Trump the Orange Man, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear, thinking of Trump in the state California this morning? People woke up to their TV and different channels that happened on saying that the end of the earth is very close on the
Okay,
TV.
Virtual Asylum. I'm disappointed that you think that we're asleep. So I'm gonna have to kick you out of here. Sorry.
Thanks.
Can I
You
do it,
should what?
Alice? Please, can I do it?
can't
Can I do it,
understand-
Alice?
I can't understand why you guys can't do it though. I don't. I've seen
I
other
can do it.
moderators kick people out.
I can
Hang
get
on a minute.
people.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I got
wait
it.
for you, Alice.
Alice, how do you do it?
Alice, I can kick people out.
Oh, I didn't
Although
know
I
that.
think I kicked Butters out one time.
Well,
Bye-bye.
I have to block
If you
them.
wanna
not kick
talk
them
Okay,
out.
you
about all
hold your
that
finger.
start your own.
Hold your
blog.
finger on them. When you hold your
Yeah.
finger on them, a screen
Okay.
will pop up. It gives you translate, mute account, block account, report, or cancel.
Block.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Rick Mercer's
I
pretty
blocked
funny.
them.
Yeah, Rick Mercer's pretty funny.
Rick Mercer.
Died.
Why are they getting kicked? Well, I mean,
He's
the
an
guy's
idiot.
coming in here. He's making these assumptions that we don't, but that we believe that it was box cutters that took down a plane. He wants to talk about the Holocaust. He's like one of these Holocaust deniers. Okay, and again, I know people that have different stories about the Holocaust, but I don't want to entertain that. I'm not here to talk about that.
And right now, you're just repeating yourself, trying to argue with them.
I know it. I'm all kinds of stubborn.
I know.
What can you expect from a drama teacher? Nothing. Absolutely diddly squat.
Shit poor acting.
We
Yep.
have an actor and a drama teacher.
It's okay.
Trump's not going to jail. He's
What the
got
hell is
too much
that?
money.
Yeah, who's eating?
Who besides me is eating?
I'm not eating.
Who's
I know.
crumpling paper?
Somebody was.
I don't know what
me.
you mean.
Who did it?
Necktie, was that you?
Nope. My hands are busy. I can't be eating.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
I got a coffee cup in one hand, my phone in the
I'm not
other.
even touching that.
It's 4:20 somewhere.
Okay, I don't want a prime minister, period.
Nope.
I don't want leaders and all this fucking nonsense. It's so fucking adolescent.
Yep. So good.
But I do believe the leader of a country should have some background in politics, at least,
Yeah.
if not some experience in the military.
Well,
Okay, so
Trump
if we-
has
of the entire
background.
country.
All right, if we had a prime minister, I wouldn't want him to be part of any fucking political party.
And he had to have a regular paying job.
Yes.
Oh, you mean like the old days when they had 2 jobs?
That's right.
Right.
Well,
Like
Skylar,
hockey players
what happened?
and all that.
We have leaders now. We have leaders now, Skylar, and what's happening? How's that working out for us?
Yeah, exactly.
I may be wrong, but I got a question. Do people that run like for prime minister, do they not have to have a certain amount of money? They have to be kind of rich?
Yo, yeah.
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 I thought so.
We don't need a leader. We need a representative.
Yeah.
Skylar, we
Yes,
want an
thank you.
independent
Thank you,
democracy.
Necktie. Thank you. Well, Neil, I have to agree with you on that. Yes, I agree with you on that.
He did until he quit when that whole scandal broke out.
That's right.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Okay,
Getting
Harley.
late and I gotta call my mom.
Bye, Harley.
Okay.
Love
Good night,
you.
hon.
Yeah, Harley.
See you later.
Have a
Right.
good night, guys.
Good night.
You too.
I wish I had a mom to call
Yeah, so do I.
and a dad.
How do you guys feel about militias?
Malicious. Where'd that come from?
See ya, Ali. Cole said people can govern themselves and through a well-regulated militia. Militias are like I don't know, local
Yeah, they're not.
military.
Yeah, they're not
Are they
paid unless
private
they go to
military?
war.
No.
No, they're not private.
We had in Kentville militia base, but a lot of people in the militia end up going into the armed forces eventually.
Is softer than ever, and it's 2 times more absorbent, so you can use
Yeah,
less.
Cole, I think you're more like a libertarian type guy. And, you know, there might be some good ideas of the whole libertarian ideology, but there's a lot that I just don't agree with.
Localized military, privatized enforcement.
Yeah, but yeah, like private firemen. Like, come on. Yeah, what someone says something here. What did they say? What could go wrong with central authority? Okay. Communism has central authority. That worked terribly. You have all these different type of centralized authority governments with either conservatives or liberals or socialists in charge. And you know what? They don't work. It turns out disastrous. Yes, I agree. Capitalism's not working. Oh, conspiracy copy. That's
Oh,
you.
okay. He changed his
All right,
name.
Cole. Okay.
I was wondering where he was going with all this.
Yes, I know we don't have capitalism. We have crony capitalism. I just don't want capitalism at all. I think that if we have working co-ops, it would be a lot better.
Yeah.
I agree, senor.
You guys can watch a guy by the name of Richard Wolff. He explains all this shit. Yes, Richard Wolff is one of these Marxists, and I really don't agree with that. But I do like the idea of a working co-op system. I think that would be phenomenal.
You know, the bottom
Neil,
line is,
I agree, Neil. I agree.
like everybody says, how do the common people get rid of them? And that's the one answer we can't come up with, which is sad.
Well, Cole, the problem with this capitalism is like capitalism starts off as a free market theory. It's like everybody's a part of the free market. But then sooner or later, there are winners and losers. The winners go on to become corporations. Then eventually they go on to become eventually oligarchs, but then they become monopolies. And then once they become monopolies, then there's no more free market. That's right, Kay. So what we do?
That's the thing. No, but we don't know.
No, we do have a choice, Skylar. You just think that you don't have a choice. Chomsky is very intelligent as well. Neil, Chomsky is very intelligent. I know he's a linguist and stuff like that, but the problem, you know what? Fucking Chomsky, for me, during COVID, he really sold himself out. No, we don't live in a democracy. I agree. That's why there are no concrete laws that explicitly punish government malfeasance. Sorry, malfeasance. It's a hard word to explain, hard to pronounce.
Malfeasance.
Well, it's an illusion of democracy. You vote for a party directly. They lie about their platform. They get into power, they become absolutely disastrous. Then what happens is you hate that party so much that you want to vote them out. But I thought you were supposed to vote the better party in. But what we're doing now is we're voting for the lesser of two evils or three evils. I'm sorry, but that's not democracy. Yes, North Korea, China are communists, and communism doesn't work. Again, the central authority.
Can you imagine living in China? No.
No, thanks. Sorry, Neil, when you say Richard Wolf?
Yeah, they both have good ideas.
Anarchy is a great, you know what, Seabeard? Anarchy is awesome, but I don't think you know what anarchy actually is. Okay, so Maple says China is, let me see what she says. China is more forward thinking than you think. Yeah, sorry, but China is under a digital system and they track your every fucking movement, including what you do on TikTok. No, thanks. Well, Cole, anarchy essentially is no leaders, no masters. It's not chaos. Thank you, Neil. China's very controlling. Thank you. Thank you, Skylar. Yes, I agree with you guys. It's under control. It's all about control. And you know what? This fucking nitwit wants to bring control here too.
Yep.
Is it not China that when kids are a certain age, they do an aptitude test to see what they'd be good at, and they're geared towards that in school completely?
Yep. Thanks, Cole. I agree. No party in history has been able to prove to proper unified theory of board. Yes, I agree 100%. Control the misinformation. Misinformation. Okay, Maple, what do you mean by that? Control the misinformation? Okay, Maple, who decides what is misinformation? Because that could be very subjective, by the way. Oh, yes, China has child slavery. I believe that.
Yeah, they do in the factories.
Yeah, how come? So Maple, if China's so forward thinking, how come they have suicide nets in their factories?
God.
Okay, fine, that's fine, Maple. But why does China have suicide nets in their factories? Because I hope the corruption will come out. But you know what? I hate to break it to you, Maple. The corruption is already out. Oh, another thing. How come they have Chinese police stations here trying to go after Chinese dissidents?
Yeah.
What do they not like free speech? No. Oh my God, here we go. Maple, can you agree that maybe perhaps you might be wrong about China? I mean, sorry, I don't want to live in a country where they have fucking suicide nets at a factory. That is a big red flag for me. I don't know about you, Maple, but for me, it's a red flag.
The only thing I like about China is you can get anything out of a vending machine. I mean, anything.
Anything?
Pretty much.
Oh, Harley, you're back,
It's
Harley.
amazing what you can get
And
in
that,
vending machines in China.
like the glory holes.
I wouldn't doubt it if you went to the
Used
right
underwear.
parts. I didn't go to the darker parts. I only stayed where I was allowed.
My dad went to China and it was a tour and it was beautiful. He didn't get to see the other sides where they have bears that they kill for their gallbladders and dogs and cats in cages ready to slaughter them in front of you.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty cool. That's pretty
It
ugly.
is.
There's
And I know we're programmed that dogs and cats are pets, and that's fine that they eat them, but to sit there and that's backwards. That's not up to date.
Neil,
They'll
I
do
got a
that in
question for you,
Canada
Neil.
with theirs.
Neil, I got a question
With
for you.
theirs.
Don't you think that direct democracy is a socialist idea? I listen. You know what? Free healthcare is socialism. I agree with that. I think free healthcare is a must. You cannot profit off of fucking healthcare, man. You can't. Yes, we should pay doctors what they're worth. I get that. We should pay workers what they're worth, but you cannot privatize. You can't profit or privatize on healthcare. You cannot. Okay, thanks, Niels.
Nova Scotia has the doctors and
Well,
nurses are the lowest paid in Canada.
and that's wrong. And that's wrong.
That
You
makes
can
no
get
sense.
you can get a Joe Biden action figure from China vending machine. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Yes. Also, here's another crazy idea that's socialist. I think that again, this is something that I've been saying, that the natural resources should be socialized or nationalized. I think every single Canadian in this country should get a dividend check, just like they did in Alaska. Neil, I agree. I agree with the education. I agree with the healthcare. Oh, here comes the libertarian. Taxation is unethical. Oh, that's okay, Wolverine. We appreciate that. You know what? Okay, Roxanne, didn't you talk about college education should be free?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's ridiculous.
My brother was lucky he got through on scholarships. But man,
How about the hospitals pay for the doctors to go in and become doctors as long as they stay in that vicinity for at least 5 years?
I think Nova Scotia did open that, Roxy. I could be wrong, but seems to me they started bringing doctors in with the requirement that they do have to be able to speak in English.
Bring
And
them
that
in from other countries, but I mean educate our own Canadians
But there's
for
a law
free.
against that. There's a law against that.
Yeah, but how come? Okay, how was Gaddafi able to do it? How was Gaddafi able to send his own citizens abroad for free education? He would pay everything. How is that even possible? You know what? It's very possible.
Well, it's possible for sure.
Yeah.
The money
yeah.
we make, the
Especially-
money the money they take out here from forestry, diamonds, whatever, mines, it's all going on everywhere else, but here it's billions,
exactly.
billions. It all should
And if
stay
we-
in Canada for people in Canada. Get everybody out of here.
If it would stay here, Jerry, then we can make things like education free, where we could
Exactly. Everything
people
could
can
be
fly
free.
out. People can go abroad and they can get their education, and it's all paid for.
Education's not what it used to be either.
There's so
It's
much
not.
money. It's always the
Hey,
elites
Donnie.
that get it.
My daughter went to CBU for 2 years and she quit. She said, I'm not paying thousands of dollars to go in a room, sit there by myself or with the students with no professor and teach myself.
Now, Neil makes
Wow.
a good point here. Healthcare should be handled like the military. We'll pay your school as long as you stay here. Yes, I agree. Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
that's
country's
good.
invested in you. And you know what, Neil? A lot of people would. A lot of people say, you know what? Why would I want to go anywhere else? This is a great fucking country. I'm not going to go this.
Because they make much more money in the U.S. than they do here.
That's true too. Cap the rentals. Yeah.
Alice, I
Yes.
knew somebody when I was a nurse years ago. One of the younger nurses, she went to the U.S. for a time, and when she came back, and she said she kind of liked our system better because over there she had to count every little thing you gave the patient and charge it. Like when
Yep.
you gave them a meal, a Tylenol, anything was charged. Every
Yep.
little thing.
Yep.
And she didn't like having to like write it on every little charge and all the shit. So like that's why a lot of people in the US are losing their houses because they have a major medical thing and then they don't have enough insurance, or because most of
Yep.
the insurance
That's
is
right.
paid for by their employers. If they lose their job, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Some
So
of them can't afford insurance.
Right.
some can't afford insurance,
just
but
think
the
about-
only way that you get free healthcare down in the States is it's tied into your employment. So if you don't work, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Well, and
That's bad.
I can imagine the bills I would have received when my daughter was going through her crap. I did just 5 years of crap. No choice.
I wonder how many people lose their lives because they can't get health care in the States.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, that's really sad.
that's what
My
I
gra-
mean. It's like there's got to be a number, eh? Like, and nobody talks about that.
My grandmother died when she was 42, and she lived in Nova Scotia because she couldn't afford cancer treatment. Mind you, it was a
Wow.
long time ago.
She's young, Roxanne.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
really sad.
Neil's got an interesting stat here. 650,000 Americans declare bankruptcy annually due to that. Like, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, you cannot privatize healthcare. Like down in the States, they've got it totally fucking backwards. And now we got a Ford government here who wants to destroy it.
The Philippines, they have the nurses are coming to Canada because they have 2 hospitals and most of them can't afford the one hospital, so they go to the lower rate hospital and there's more deaths and everything in that one. So they come to Canada to make better money.
Yeah.
Can
And
you
how-
imagine? You have a choice of hospitals, but you can't afford one. And one of our girls, her sister had to go to the lower hospital and her baby died
Oh, jeez.
For
Yeah.
crying out.
because they couldn't
I
afford
figured-
the big one.
You know who's got one of the best healthcare facilities or like well-trained nurses? I hear Cuba is really good.
Oh, wow.
I heard that
Listen.
too.
I heard
What
Cuba's
about-
like
When,
their nurses and doctors are really, really good.
like in the U.S., what about the kids? Are they taken care of at least? Like,
Well, parents are
don't
going
know.
heavily in debt to
yeah, that's
keep
what I
them
mean. Like, if
well
you're
and
mom and
healthy.
dad and you don't have money, you're minimum wage people. You don't have a house. Like, what do they do?
But they can send billions over to another country for a war.
Fucking piss me off.
I mean, there are hospitals in the States, whether you have health care or not, they will not turn you away.
Yeah, but then
But-
you got a bill that you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Tamia. Sorry,
Oh my
I don't know if I'm-
God.
I was in the emergency room for 5 hours. My bill was $24,000. Can you imagine?
That's crazy.
Well, here's your
Crazy.
bill.
When I was in Ontario, I was in the hospital. I forget what for, and they were doing some kind of poll, and they sent me a letter after I got home, and an itemized list of what everything costs that they used in my surgery, plus my getting well afterwards. Get right down to the little gauze they use, how much each. Oh yeah, they itemized everything what my hysterectomy cost. That's freaking scary.
And they try to get you out of the hospital as soon as possible. Like,
They do now.
I
Oh,
remember
God,
when
yeah.
I was born, my mom stayed in 3 days, but like when my kid was born, it was like the next day out, and we
Yeah,
had to go
some
right
go
back,
home the same day.
and we had to get back in there that night because my wife hemorrhaged. My God, it's just sad.
When I had my knee done, I ended up in for 5 days because I hallucinated from all the medication they were giving me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
gee.
my son told me all about it. Yeah.
You're lucky they didn't videotape it.
Look, it's, you know what, you're right. Because my son has never let me live
My,
it down.
my kids would have had the video camera out right away
Well, I'm
and
surprised,
put it
Harry,
in,
that
put it out there for all of you guys to see.
it's a wonder he didn't. Maybe he knows I'd kill him afterwards.
Somebody in the comments is mentioning what's coming October 4th. Now, I was on, I'd like to answer this one.
Yeah.
I was on a Christopher James live last night. He's the one, has the warriorcalls.com. And he was talking about October 4th.
Yeah.
And I listened to other podcasters that are talking about it too, but Christopher James showed a little video of Dr. Lee Merritt in the U.S. And he wasn't interviewing her, it was just a little video he showed. And she said she's heard about October 4th or October 11th, could be either or. And she said around 2:22 p.m. Eastern time, although I've heard other people say it could be between 2 and 4, there's going to be a worldwide, not just U.S., worldwide, what do you call it, emergency thing. And she thinks it could be like, remember that concert they had in the U.S. where a lot of vaxxed people, because of the frequencies, a lot of them suffered heart attacks and died. Remember there was a concert a few months back, I forget which one, and they had fire and all that behind them, and like a lot of what do you call whatever that's called, the show part, and a lot of people died in that. The young people died in that concert. Now, Dr. Lee Merritt thinks it could be because of the shots, the graphene or whatever. Well, it could be the metals or the frequency set stuff off. So, what she's personally doing, she says, I don't know if this is really going to happen or not, but she says what she's personally doing is she's not going to take it for granted. Something may not happen October 4th, but she's going to just side on the caution side and put her phone in a Faraday bag. I'm turning my phone off and putting it in a Faraday bag, and I'm sticking it in the microwave and not turning the microwave on.
Yeah,
So,
everybody says to turn their phone off. They're going to fry it.
So that's
Okay, here's a heads up. I was going through all my drawers and I found all kinds of my old phones in there. So I think I'm going to remove them from my house.
Oh.
And I think you said too, Harley, that if you wrap your phone in foil and then put it in your Faraday bag, it's even better protection. Because
multiple layers of tin foil.
And I'm also going to unplug my internet that day too.
And your smart TVs.
Yeah, but what do you think they're going to do? Like,
It's supposed to be some kind of frequency they're sending through the air.
yeah, but are they that? Oh my God! Like,
Where was it I
They've done
heard
everything
just
else
this
to us.
week
yeah.
that some concert somewheres or a protest in the States that they used a certain frequency that made everybody feel like made people's skin feel like it was burning, and they left the protest just by a certain frequency they let out.
Well, I know there's something about frequencies. There's no doubt there. I've been looking into that for years,
But they could be using a certain frequency on that day too. Who knows what they're going to do?
Well, 1 minute is the test, and then there's 29 minutes of they don't know. They haven't just explained what they're going to be doing the 29 minutes after the first minute.
Yeah, there's half an hour altogether.
So this is between 2 and 4 p.m. apparently. Well, Dr. Lee Merritt thinks it's going to be at 2:22 p.m. But I've heard other people say between 2 and 4, and or it could happen on the 11th. Like who knows? Like,
did he say what they're trying to do, or like?
No one really knows for sure.
Like,
I did hear one, I can't remember where I heard it, if it was on here or not, but hypothetical. Let's say we're at war and people have their items with them, their pew-pews, and they put off this EMP and this frequency. It will make you drop whatever you're carrying instantly because of the burning.
Like, geez, some of us are driving and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, it's been used in wars.
yeah.
The military uses it.
Like, is this the way they're going to? Oh, Jesus.
Well, be on the safe side. TikTok will be empty that day.
If they do something, they better get me because I'm coming after them.
Honest God, that's another thing. Everybody knows this, so
Yeah,
there's not
that's what
going
I
to
mean.
be many people talking, is there?
Nope.
Something happens. It's going to, like, everybody's going to go against them. Like,
They might
say
be
if 600,
secretly taking TikTok on us.
maybe that's what it is. Something like that.
How about your toasters? Are they going to work?
Well,
Computer
not unless you don't plug it in.
Peanut butter toast?
Yeah. Well, no. How about my slow cooker? Not my slow cooker. My what do you call those fucking things there that cooks the popcorn?
Air fryer?
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Is my air fryer going to work?
My
Because
air
that would be
fryer.
disastrous.
He's worried
I'm
about
lucky
it.
I don't
Like
have
I
a
said-
toaster.
Like, what the fuck's going to happen if I can't make popcorn that day?
Hey, as long as my coffee maker works, I don't give a shit.
Oh, yes, that's right. My
Here's-
coffee.
I'll-
My coffee.
You can make a fire outside and
remember-
pop it.
It might have to
Remember
resort to
what
that
I
shit.
said about the light bulbs last night, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The LED light bulb.
Yeah,
Neil says I talked to my microwave.
What did you say, Harley? They have chips in them or something?
So do I, Neil. I
Yes,
yell
they
at
do.
them.
Yes. Yes, they are.
They have chips in them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Alice, just buy some grease and a frying pan so you can make some popcorn outside.
I will. Oh,
Don't worry, I can still make you a sandwich.
oh, you're so sweet. She's being nice to me tonight.
Oh,
Isn't that sweet?
You got me on a good night.
I did. My coffee maker won't be working. She'll be sleeping in. Oh, fuck.
Hopefully it takes out my alarm.
Oh, man.
Won't wake up. Sleep
But
right
if
through.
this
There
is
you
an
go.
EMF, if this is an EMF they're sending across, don't expect your cars to be working either.
that was another thing they said. Any cars after a certain year that are have all the computer stuff in them won't work.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, at least they'll save gas.
Yeah, then yeah.
But how
Well,
will he get the
alright, my
carbon
car-
tax if we're not driving?
Even better.
The lawn tractor still works.
Yes, and I'll drive mine right into town, 20 minutes away. The longer on the lawn tractor.
Skylar, where are you from? Let's start with that. I have a 2000 Dodge Ram with a VHS for video screen. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, really?
You're in Ontario. Okay, I'm in Ontario. Neckties in Ontario. Avery's in Ontario. Harley's in Northern Ontario.
Thank you.
Roxy, it's just you and I, hon.
And we've
Yeah, he
got
did mention us. We don't matter.
wait,
No, I
no,
guess
no, wait, I
not.
wasn't done. I wasn't done.
Oh yeah,
We got two
bullshit.
Nova Scotians, and Jerry, are you in Quebec, right?
I'm right on the border. Yep.
But
Quebec,
are you in
Ontario.
Quebec or Ontario?
Well, I'm on the Quebec side, 10 minutes from Ontario.
Okay, we've got a Quebecer.
He's my neighbor.
Yeah, I'm her neighbor. She's
He's
60
my
miles.
neighbor. He's about 25 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
Okay, just to let you guys know, anybody that is west of Ontario, we don't care.
That's rude.
Careful now.
You're bad.
I'm just waiting for the reactions. Yeah, there you go. We got the first one. Yes, Donna, we care about you. We care about British Columbia. Manitoba, not so much. Saskatchewan, we care about.
My goodness.
I'm sorry, no, we care about all of them. I live in Michigan, so that would be west, but I could just go across the bridge. That's right. I've been to Detroit twice, and oh my goodness, I wish I never did. And I'm not trying to be insulting. Okay, this is back in the 90s. I went to Detroit, and it was bad then.
When I lived in St. Catharines, we used to go across the border, and there was a little restaurant there that would take Canadian money, and it was just a mom and pop restaurant. You went up to the window and put your order in. Then when it was ready, you went up and got your order, and it was just a tiny little restaurant, but they had these big oval plates that they served the food on, and they were loaded when you got them. So some of the parts of the States are really cool.
I think Phoenix, not Phoenix, but Arizona is really nice.
Shaden Shaw, you're in the wrong place.
And the U.S. was a nice place to visit. I just wouldn't want to live there.
What's that, next time?
U.S. is a nice place to visit, but I just don't want to live there.
No.
Oh my God, we're getting the Trudeau supporters again.
I see nothing.
I just want to talk to one that is normal.
Well, good luck.
Don't hold your breath, Hurley.
That Golden Corral, yeah, that's about the best part of the U.S., yeah. No, I met some nice people in Texas.
I'd like to go to Arizona, except for the poisonous snakes and stuff.
Great, you're talking about the USA and Trudeau's in Canada. Okay.
We have a mix of people in here.
Yeah, we do.
Let's just talk about Detroit. Detroit's is I feel bad for Detroit because in the 60s and 70s it was a really happening fucking place.
Well, user 4447, whatever your number is, you go right ahead and
that
do
person was
whatever you
on before.
Well,
Trudeau
Arizona's not really a good place to visit in the summer, because it is too hot. But if you go like in the spring, it's absolutely fucking beautiful.
My phone's about to die.
Plug her in.
Plug her in, plug her in.
It's in, but if I disappear, it's because it died.
Okay.
I agree, Skylar, but it's the gemstones you can get in Arizona that I'd go for.
If you have any environmental illnesses, Arizona is the place to live.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It would be too hot for me, but I'd love to go for the gemstones and stuff. I'm not mad. It's your choice, but
Look,
I'm
I
in the
am
wrong
country.
place to be a Trudeau supporter.
I like to travel right across Canada.
I have. The only place I haven't been is the Yukon, which I would love to go. Just to say I did.
That's about all you do up there.
Yeah. I even been in St. Pierre Miquelon off Newfoundland that's owned by France. My first legal drink was in a bar at 16 years old. Yep. My mom even let me have it.
Yes, Michelle, Arizona's beautiful, man.
Alice,
Especially
where's the
Mesa.
nicest place in Ontario?
Okay.
Ontario, the lakes.
Depends what you want. Depends what you want to do. I think the northern parts of Ontario are really fucking nice.
Boy, it's a bit hard drive though.
Toronto is not the best place. Ontario, I'm sorry.
Algonquin
Too many
Park.
people.
It's more like the golden shower.
Well, I'm glad you like Toronto. I did my 2 years down there. No, thank you.
Me too. I did. When I was 18, I went there for 2 years.
That was bad enough.
I've never heard anybody say anything good about Toronto.
Toronto is a dump.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, New York is getting flooded.
Yeah, I saw that.
With people or
Boston,
water?
God.
Boston is
people or
also.
Water.
Austin too? Austin,
Yep.
Texas?
Wow.
I think that's where Joe Rogan is, isn't he? Isn't Joe Rogan down? Cole goes good.
What's with all the floods, my sweet God?
The floods, the tornadoes, the earthquakes. There was one off Australia 6.1 the other day. Mother Earth is saying, I've had enough of your shit.
Michelle, are you in Toronto? Because I mean, I grew up in Toronto, right? Only broke people hate Toronto. Yeah, I used to live in Toronto. I don't like Toronto because of it's just too congested for me. It's just too, and I could say the same thing about Mississauga and
Al-
Brampton.
Alistair,
It's just too congested.
don't you remember? You and Michelle had this big conversation one night. You guys even went to the same high school, I think.
Yes. Yeah. No, I can't live there. And Neil grew up in Toronto too. Neil actually grew up in like the downtown, sort of.
I don't think I could ever live in a city again. I'm a country
No,
girl.
I can't stand the smell of a city.
To me, cities are dirty. For some reason, that's
I
just
can't say I've never been to Ontario. I don't know what it's like.
Ottawa
Well,
downtown is beautiful.
You're more than welcome to come to Northern Ontario, Roxy.
It's nice up there too.
I've got family all over.
Yeah, so, for instance, tomorrow I might be going down to the lakeshore to ride my bike with a couple of friends. That's the only time that I would actually go down there. But to live in Toronto again, no. Yeah, I just hate the. I don't want to live in Brampton. I don't want to live in Mississauga. I don't want to live in the GTA. And now I won't be. I just can't handle the congestion. Traffic, I can't handle it.
I couldn't live in the city.
Say again, Roxy?
I couldn't handle living in the city.
No.
I
No,
like
it's
peace
very
and
chaotic.
quiet.
Me
Every
too.
time I go down there, I look at these places and I'm like, where's their yard? They have no yard.
Yeah, it's like chicken coops.
Well manicured lawns is what everyone has now.
Okay, so user 447, I hate to say it, but crypto sucks.
I grew up in the West End, Scarborough, not Scarborough, And then we moved to Scarborough the year my mom died. She was in her 42nd year of cancer. So,
Oh wow.
and that was when we had health care, but yeah, it was liver cancer, and that's a low survivability rate. But Toronto's too busy now. I even hate driving across it. Last Saturday, I drove to Waterloo area and I had to go across Toronto, and it's like, friggin' the traffic's bad any time of day now. It's horrible.
It's getting bad.
I
Oh,
hate it.
Montreal is just as bad.
I've heard in Quebec they got wild drivers over there. Is that true?
Well, pretty much everywhere.
Like, you guys see the drivers up here in Brampton, and they're not joking when they say that the worst drivers are from Brampton, because they are.
Jeez.
They are, man.
Did
I'm
you
sorry,
just
but they are.
read what that user 447 put? From the money that they got from the curb, they invested $30,000 in Canadian businesses and are well off now. I didn't know people could get that much from curb. Wow.
Yes, Michelle, I agree. Toronto is our, and again, there are some good things about Toronto. You know, there's a lot of, arts, and there's a lot of like restaurants, sporting, and stuff, the concert venues. Yeah, and I lived in Brampton for a long time, man, and I'm just so fucking happy to be out. And the same could be said about Mississauga too. They're just too congested. Oh my god, dude! I don't care if you got $2 billion in your account. Why does that even matter?
Good. Go take some of that and go put some of the homeless people, feed them, and get an apartment for them.
Okay, so who wants to kick him?
Yeah. I mean,
And
she
you wanted to try it out, go for it.
had 30K from getting the curb to invest and feels entitled to it. Greg.
You know what? If I had money, I would not fucking brag about it.
No,
Believe me,
I
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
No.
Seriously, it's not the smartest fucking thing to do. Dude, this guy lives in Toronto and he brags about money. Does he realize he lives in Toronto?
Hey, AP, I'll tell you what I've done for homeless people. I've taken them in and kept them.
He's not bragging. He's not going to be bragging anymore. I showed him the door.
Oh, did you? Thank you.
Roxanne, pull the trigger. She pulled the trigger.
I was getting a little pissed off.
She was firing. She's firing on all cylinders. You
That was
feisty
me.
little.
That was
I
me
don't
doing
know
it with
how.
thunder.
I'd like to know how people don't think we're fair when we let them go on and on and on, and finally we just had enough.
Right, Neil? Exactly.
Hey, even Donnie said thanks, Roxanne.
Talk about the TSX.
Alice.
Yes.
So when you block somebody from a live, like if you have another live the next day, can they come back on, or are they blocked permanently? How does that work?
Nope, they're blocked permanently.
Okay, I
But
didn't
you
know how
can
that
fight
worked.
it.
I just kicked him out of the live.
Like, how do you? Okay, so
You can
So
mute
how-
them for the entire live, or you can block them.
so muting just kicks them out of the live for like today, or how does that
Yep.
work?
You can block them forever. Or you can mute them.
Yeah, AP, isn't it hilarious, AP, that you've been talking nothing but fucking gibberish, but we still haven't blocked you? What does that say about us there, AP? Right, you
almost an
mentioned the
Good
free
one,
speech.
Donnie.
Yeah, so we allowed you to express your free speech, even though your free speech is fucking gibberish, but we still allowed it.
I don't know. I think that's an invite for me to kick him out.
Oh, sorry, Donnie. I'm gonna drop the live soon. That's why I would let you in, Donnie. I always got time for you, Donnie.
John, don't be ashamed to be Canadian.
I might do a live tomorrow. It all depends. It all depends on Roxanne. If Roxanne's going to do her live tomorrow, I won't do it because I'll be on Roxanne's.
Only if you co-host.
I sure, but I'm not saying anything. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
What time will you be on, Roxanne?
Oh God, I don't know.
Exactly,
That's
Donnie.
no help. I'll be watching for you.
Hey, Roxy, send me an invite when you do it.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
Donnie, don't cry.
That's right, Neil.
If I do one, Donna, anybody's invited.
Awesome.
The whole house knew he was an SS soldier, right? And I've been explaining this to liberals, and they just don't seem to fucking get it.
I'll even let Happy in for a whole 5 minutes. Long enough so I can kick him out of my own live.
She's going to get such satisfaction from it.
I want to see.
Just let us know when you're doing it.
Yep.
We will all support you.
Yep. We'll be silently going, hell yeah.
Who started this? Alice, it's you. You started this.
It's all his
What did I
fault.
start?
Me
What's
going live.
No, you said that you're going to do it live.
Someday. You have me doing one tomorrow.
Yeah, I said
Well, you're
Roxanne's
obligated
going to do one
now.
tomorrow. If she does, I'm not going to come on. I'm going to go on Roxanne's.
People
You won't be alone, Rock.
People would much rather see you.
No.
No,
and then
no.
We don't even
Roxanne's.
see him.
Listen, Roxanne is going to, her live is going to take off.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? I won't need to be on here anymore.
Well, I'm not doing one then.
You're just going to be a
No.
groupie, Alice.
I don't mind. I don't mind being
know.
her groupie.
I know.
Then he can take off whenever he wants.
He won't. He
Are you
won't.
guys just chatting here or is this? Listen, dude, we always talk about everything, okay?
You never know where we're going to end up at.
That's right, Michelle.
Yeah, we can get R-rated. Well, some can get R-rated.
Michelle, some people look for me for the wrong reasons. Rated R.
You should see me in the morning going, Alice, you need to wake up, do your live. I'm awake before him.
Oh, I'm sitting there waiting for him too. I'm tapping the phone like, where's he did? What's he at?
It's okay, Jerry. It's all good.
At what time is this?
4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm usually awake at around 3:30.
I caught you on live once. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning here.
Well, no, usually I do earlier.
Oh, I came in late then.
Thanks, Neil. Yes,
hell
Donnie,
is
we'll
that?
talk another time for sure, buddy. Who mentioned R-rated? I think it was Anna.
Yeah.
8:50 in Edmonton. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, Neil. I enjoy your take too. All right. Well, tomorrow's Saturday, but you know what? I'm tired. And
Yeah, it's getting kind of late.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime.
It's 11:15 here. It's getting late.
It was a
That's
good
right.
evening. I enjoyed it. So
Thank you.
Have a great
Enjoy
night,
the good guys.
everybody.
have
Good
a
night,
good night.
everyone.
Have a good
Let's
night.
look forward to Roxy's
Have a good
live
night.
tomorrow, guys. All right. See you later.
Night,
Somebody
night.
better have a
Good night.
live
I am making a request for my birthday tomorrow. Somebody has to do it by me.
Oh, wow.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Guys, we'll be on Roxy's live tomorrow, okay?
Yeah,
All
we
right,
will.
guys.
It's my
See ya.
birthday present, Roxy.
Good
birthday
night.
early.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Happy
Good night, guys.
birthday. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
No pressure.